so small when the world's so wide. Every step forward echoes a sigh. I reach out for the halo far up high. Deeply engraved my memories. Seldom when I've forgotten indeed. Someone has gone before, is waiting me. Once I remembered all the tales, written inside this world, no more freedom. I'll follow all my heart used to believe.
Alright, right. Sorry for taking so long. I had to do a couple things before we got started. But it's time. Let's finish this. Let's wrap this up. Yeah, Koga, how's it going? Made a small cup of coffee because I don't want to like sleep in the middle of reading. So it shouldn't keep me up all night, you know. All right, let's get it. Yo, how are we doing? All right, so we are at the end, the last 6 chapters, I think, right? Yes, last 6 chapters. And from what we saw last time, we're finally going in to, I think, the final showdown or something like that. But we've been at this this underground place for a while now. But I think everything's finally getting set up. Durandal almost has all of her or I guess Bianca almost has all of her stuff ready for her sword. So I'm ready to see that thing glow. So yeah, the thumbnail was a little bit of a spoiler, unfortunately, but let's get started. Okay, I think this continue thing works from where we last left off. I know for the what's it called, anti-entropy one, it would take me at some random ass place. Perfect. Okay, yeah, this should be chapter 25. Okay, 7 years ago. Miss Deputy Minister, please explain the current situation to everyone. Very well. Early this morning, the automated routine monitoring noticed an abnormal concentration of Honkai energy on Rapa Nui Island. And at the same time, there is an abnormal depletion of Honkai energy in the center of the anchor point, where we are now. It appears to be a rare case of anchor capillary blockage. What do you think, Yuki? The island is just an abandoned resort, so it's unlikely any human casualty will occur from the gathering of Honkai energy. However, the depletion of Honkai energy means that it's likely there's a huge group of capillary channels. Wait, did we reach chapter 25? I feel like I already... Was it chapter 26 that we were supposed to start? Hold on. I gotta go back. When's the last time we did Durandal? Oh, we did. We did chapter 25 was the last one we did. Okay, yeah. I was like, man, I remember all this. Hold up. Yeah, we did this. We already did this. So we're on 26. Should probably edit that on the title. That's when we went to go rescue her, if I remember correctly. Alright. Chapter 26. It's up to you, Rita. Russweiss. Ooh, Rita time. Let me get my... Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, I remember. It was with Autumn. So Rita, now that you've met Bianca, what do you think of her? I think she's a special type of person. Explain. It's just my intuition, but she seems to be the type of person who shares the past in spite of being so young. How do I put it? When she decides on something, she won't easily change her thinking and methods. Many people in the world claim they can do the same, but the truth is, they have long changed their opinions. Because of that, I think that if Ms. Bianca properly cultivated, she will surely become a backbone of Shiscall in the future. But this Otto isn't the leader suitable for that, right? Overseer, I didn't know you could joke. No, I'm not kidding. An organization such as Shiscall isn't suitable for the growth of middle-level personnel. After all, I always have the final say. Of course, it has its own advantages, so I'm not changing it. Even then, I would like to make a soldier who will protect her in the future. Think you can do it? Overseer, you're asking for me? I think you're the only person who can help me with that right now. Of course, among the qualified people. Sooner or later, just like your predecessors, Bianca will realize that the Overseer is not the person she thought she knew. Rather, he is the exact opposite. What? Once that time comes, will she be able to remain calm enough? It's up to you, Rita Rosswise. Ooh. So that's how Rita got assigned to take care of Bianca. At first I didn't know what the Overseer was trying to tell me. He gave me the profiles of many different people. Eleanor, Octavia, Rihanna, Teresa. One rejected the side of S-rank Valkyrie and left headquarters. Wow. The title of S. Wow. Another was unfortunate. She turned into a Honkai beast in radical experiment and had to be killed by her companion on the spot. Yikes. There was even one who betrayed the mandate of Shiskel and handed her records erased after death. And the last one wasn't even a Valkyrie. It's almost like when you enter Shiskel, once you grow to the point you can help to save the world by yourself, you will almost certainly have some kind of conflict with the organization itself. Wait, so which one was Teresa? Not that one, because she's alive. And she hasn't turned into a Honkai beast either. Are you saying Teresa's the one that wasn't even a Valkyrie? Nah, I'm pretty sure she was, right? She's like S rank, isn't she? Or is she not? Am I wrong? The Overseer, what does he really want me to do? Miss Ragna. Sleep talking? I, in many ways, am different from them. I don't really care, but people who envy me are starting to imitate me. I can see they are overdoing themselves. It's difficult, but to no avail. Teacher, I think Rita's very strong. How did she do it? Ooh, she's talking about you, Rita. I see. The daily life of the strong is the romance of the weak. Whether it be joy or pain, it's romance. But there's some people who don't like that type of romance, right? What do? I agree. You're right. People who don't pursue that romance can never become a Valkyrie. Huh? Oh, totally did not know that was happening. I was gonna say, one day, in their own way, they'll protect me. Is she thinking about Rita? Oh, is she gonna wake her up? Ms. Rita, how's the situation? It's alright now. She's sleeping very peacefully, even had a little sleep talk. But Miss Yukimura, you haven't closed your eyes all night, right? Even though Star Whisperers are physically strong, you should take care of the health you just recovered. There's an ancient saying from the Shenzo that says the grace of dripping water should be reciprocated. Yo, Mickey, welcome. How you doing? With the gushing spring, not to mention the grace of life-saving. Besides, you haven't slept yourself, have you? I am Bianca-sama's attendant. This is part of my work. Girl, better go get yourself some rest. I understand, and I'm touched by Miss Yukimura's desire to repay Bianca, but please take care of yourself. In a few hours, Bianca-sama should be fully recovered. If you want a short rest until then, I can prepare some sleeping pills for you. Some sleeping pills for a short rest? That's gonna knock her out for hours. That's good. Oh, that's good to hear, Mickey. Very well then, I'll be respectful towards your wishes. I'm glad she's doing okay too. Ragna-senpai once said that maids are invincible. At first, I thought it was a joke, perhaps a personal hobby. But now, I feel as though I understand more what she meant by that. It's not that one becomes invincible when they become a maid, but rather that one must be in perfect condition to become a maid. Just like the saying, a mother is invincible. Without a constitution that allows me to stay awake for a day with only 4 hours of sleep, I wouldn't be able to play this role well. Bro, she's getting half the recommended. How's she able to live? For some reason, I remembered a fragment of a book left between the archives of a Valkyrie. It was a cut from a novel, and the cut was neat and smooth. Anyway, I kept picturing all these little kids playing some game in this big field of rye and all. Thousands of little kids, and nobody's around. Nobody big, except me. And I'm standing on the edge of some crazy cliff. What have I to do? I have to catch everybody if they start to go over the cliff. Oh, The Catcher in the Rye. This was not a book I actually read in high school. But let's get the, where's it translate again? Here it is. The Catcher in the Rye, also translated as The Rye, is a novel by American writer J.D. Salinger, published in 1951. When The Catcher in the Rye was first published, many schools and libraries banned the book, but now it's a designated reading in many American schools. Some critics say it has greatly influenced generations of American youth. Yeah, I didn't read it, but it was one of the books, if I remember correctly, that we had the option to choose from, but I didn't choose that one. If they're running and they don't look where they're going, I have to come out from somewhere and catch them. That's all I'd do all day. I'd just be the catcher in the rye and all. I know it's crazy, but that's the only thing I'd really like to be. And the owner of that page of Trader Destiny. In the future, I'll probably take a completely different path from the one she took. That doesn't mean I don't understand what she felt. And although she was a traitor, she was a strong woman. If she had lived up to the present day, then perhaps Bianca wouldn't have been so lonely. No, for that kid, being alone doesn't mean she is lonely. What she needs is not a strength without a match. What she needs is to keep getting stronger. That's the type of person she is. I barely remember that book. Yeah. I think my older brother read it, but I don't remember. It seemed like I had a long dream. Oh, is this Bianca? It was broken, chaotic, like a revolving lantern, but I couldn't remember the details. The sun shined into the room throughout the porthole. This is probably the infirmary, and the crew is probably taking a lunch break. Yes, it seems like my attempt was successful. That's why we're going back leisurely. If anything had to be said to be off. A miracle? The quilt was still covering my body properly after waking up. Is that? The moment I sat up from the bed, I understood where this little miracle came from. She was sleeping soundly on the end of my bed. Unprotected, a face that has both feels familiar and unfamiliar. At first, to be honest, I just treated her like a freak. What? I don't know what Otto is planning. This is such an important test, but the agenda he gave me is one as far from serious as one can be. True, that do be Rita. Eventually, I realized she was her own type of resolve. She has her own type of resolve. She seems to value the person Bianca more than the mission itself. Little does she know that's her mission. Although that's the type of job an agenda usually has. But she saved me. She saved everyone, even if it was planned in advance and just kept it secret from me. Weird. Why would I think about this stuff? Isn't it just her job? And I don't actually need to know who she is, nor what her goals are. But, sorry, coming in. Kira, what are you doing? Shh. Let her sleep for a little longer. Let's talk outside. Finally, I'm so glad you woke up. Do you feel anything wrong? Can you remember who we are? Do you have brain damage? Well, rather than feeling discomfort, I kind of feel even more energetic. But what happened to the samurai? Is she alright? She's fine. She took some sleeping pills and is resting in the sailor's room. She's very worried about you. She stayed awake outside your room all night last night. She even used seawater to perform misogi? What is that? Misogi. Oh, what the heck? Let's see, I'm gonna look it up. It's a Japanese Shinto practice of ritual purification by washing the entire body. It's related to another Shinto purification ritual. Should you give her a bath in like holy water? Oops, where did there it is. That's funny. And what's that? It's an ancient way of praying. You take off your... Oh, she's gonna explain it to me. You take off your clothes, splash yourself with ice cold water, and pray for someone. Well, Star Whispers can't catch colds anyway, so no need to worry for her. Huh, where's the captain? She's out on the bridge. Are you going to see her? Yes, the plan the chairwoman brought up, I want to do it for this world. Don't you need to think about it more? Won't your life be a serious risk if you execute it? Hey, you're not confused by having just woken up, right? Of course not. Did you forget? Both Rita and I have the genius. As long as the two worlds are closed, we can return to original running time anywhere. Wait, is it me, or did once I click translate, the grammar kind of like got fucked up? Oh my god, I think so. Hold on, what if I reload? No! Take me back to Rosette, please. Perfect. Okay. Maybe it fucked it up. Besides, the case from yesterday should have proven my Honkai resistance, right? Did you prove it? Huh? It's nothing, I was just thinking about unrelated things. If she planned that far ahead, she wouldn't be Bianca, would she? What's she trying to say? Bianca just does stuff in the moment? That does sound like her though. Yo, you're here. Huh, I figured it was you when I heard someone climbing up the ladders. Is the captain enjoying the scenery? Yeah. How about you? Did you come here to tell me you're going to partake in the chairwoman's plan? Huh? How did you find out? Well, I'm not 20 years older than you for nothing. 20 years older? So you're in her 30s then? Before you got here, I was remembering a book from that big library. It started like this. He was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in the Gulf Stream, and he had gone 84 days now without a fish. What book is this? A man can be destroyed but not defeated. The Old Man and the Sea. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna translate and we're gonna refresh. Let's see, The Old Man and the Sea. It couldn't be translated, but you just did it. Ernest Mills Hemingway's last and most important work, the best work of his life in his own words. P.S. The following two paragraphs are the author's own summaries, and they do not contradict each other. Symbolism is a new trick for penance. There is nothing symbolic. The sea is a sea. The old man is an old man. A child is a child. Fish are fish. Sharks are all sharks. No better than the other sharks, and no worse than the other sharks. What people say about symbolism is all nonsense. Yo, tell that to all the English teachers I had in high school. I tried to describe a real old man, a real boy, a real sea, a real fish, and a real sharks. But if I write them well and authentically, they can symbolize a lot of things. And then, in case the grammar gets fucked up. There we go. A man can be destroyed but not defeated. You people from the future really are familiar with these works. Well, they are classics. But if someone doesn't know the experience of actually fishing, then for them, that phrase is just an excuse for self-deception. Young people are the first to chant, don't be afraid of failure, but unfortunately, they're also the first to give up halfway. That's why you're an exception among sections. If everybody's as clear-cut as you, the world would operate much more smoothly. But their lack of perseverance is also their way of freedom, isn't it? I might not know how to do things half-heartedly, but I get that it's a way of life that some people can enjoy. A woman was looking at the sea, when below the empty beer cans and dead barracuda she saw a huge white spine. It had a huge tail attached to it. Once a strong east wind continued to make waves outside the harbor, the tail would be swept away along with the tide. What's that? The woman asked the waiter and pointed out to the long spine of the big fish. It was not more just waiting to be swept away. Tiburon, said the waiter. Sorry, it means shark. He waited to explain the situation. Oh, I never realized that a shark tail would be so beautiful and elegant. Neither did I, said her male friend. A half-hearted person can't see the shark. They will only see the meat on the plate and a bunch of garbage. Are you fine with it if they were just born destined to be that way? I think I am. You don't think that everybody can be a fisherman, do you? Isn't the purpose of a fisherman to bring good meat to the table while showing specimens, wreckages, and videos for the people to imagine a big fish? But that's not a real fish now, is it? They haven't even seen one. That can't be helped, after all. Everyone has their own limit. Besides, while giving my all to achieve my goal, I must have missed plenty of beautiful scenes in other places. Right? Although people have often say a beautiful scenery awaits at the end of the difficult road, everyone can only follow a route that they can travel themselves, right? You're right. It's just that there are a ton of pretentious people who will try to achieve things they can't do at all. Sometimes they will succeed by a fluke, most will unsurprisingly fail. Even then, just like that fisherman, at least they saw a real moving fish, right? Haha, very well said. Perhaps I was being arrogant. Indeed, no one can judge a hero based on success or failure. Even I have to respect my past. Oh? Captain's past? But aren't you a world-class playwright? Oh, I wasn't talking about that. Soon we might have a chance to talk about it. Oh, why not now? It's nothing. For now, think of it as... The old man was dreaming about the lions. I don't get it, but okay. Fine, keep your secrets. Earlier the next morning, Satellite Control Center, Alexandria, Egypt. Alright, everything is ready. Are you really going to do it? Of course, since the mission of the curator ends here, I can't leave you without a mess, right? This is the least I can do to make it up for you. You are too cruel to yourself, curator. But, on the other hand, we can also help you, right? Yeah, according to you, this is being done to save the world. Or will you come up with an excuse for us not to help? Of course not. Damn, everybody's here. Rather, I do want you to help me. Just make sure to not leave any evidence. In name, you are all my precious hostages. What? Everyone, let's make a bet without any precedents. Oh, that was a short chapter. Alright, 27. Bianca, Atagina, and Rita Rossweiss woke up to the 18th day of their adventure inside the Sea of Quanta. The waves were hitting the coast of Chile on this blessed sunny day. Oh, we're down in Chile? At sunrise, the chairwoman of the Republic arrived at the military port of Chloe Island, ready to personally welcome the crew of the Caledonia, who rescued the Star Wars person Nara Yukimura from Rapa Nui. Isla de Chiloe. What does that say? Isla Chiloe, land of the seagulls, is an island in the southeastern Chile, located in the southeastern temperate zone, with climate and scenery similar to that of Northern Europe. P.S. The island of Chiloe is one of the main origins of potatoes. Wait, really? Down there? No. Personally... Island. Before the red-headed Captain Submarine arrived, the chairwoman was taking a relaxed walk on the beach with their pet groundhog. Pet groundhog? Who the fuck has a pet groundhog? At that time, most people wouldn't yet be aware. But a plan about to change the world was about to commence in the shadows. 4 days ago, Quito office, the Republic's chairwoman. But instead of going... Oh, that's right, I forgot. She does have a groundhog. Instead of going to details, I'll start with the conclusion. Facing the threat of Honkai, the Republic has long since developed a plan to completely save the world. It's a very bold plan with almost no shortcomings, except for the lack of someone who can accomplish it. But of course, that changed now. Faith has brought you to the Republic. Now then, preface it's over. To be precise, there's a role we want you to take. The World Cutter. Your Captain Shakespeare seems to plan to use the gems of Durandal to cut the barrier of Honkai energy. What we want to do is essentially the same. It just magnifies the target of destruction to being the world itself. Destroy the world itself? Do you mean it literally? I do. What the? The first step is to use your holy sword to cut off the containment part of the bubble universe, this so-called European continent and its corresponding high-dimensional structure. The second step is to blast the cut off part into dust so that it will be gone forever from this bubble universe. Wow, I did not know we were going to destroy the world. I think you already came to understand that the structure of the bubble was essentially a set of manifolds in a high-dimensional space. At first glance, it looks like a complete universe, but in reality, it's more like an atlas floating on the Sea of Quanta, bound together in different places. By that metaphor, the world of Honkai and the European continent behind are all modes going on this atlas. Valkyries, this may be your first time here, but the Republic has been fighting these parasites for over half a century. If we are rooted on this island to endure this protected war, the same goes for the other side. The enemy has already turned their side on a paradise for Honkai, and one day they might turn the entire world into a monster-ridden demon realm. Therefore, if there's any chance left for victory, then it must be to remove the entire enemy power, alongside the soil which they depend on, from this world. Fortunately, we live in a bubble universe, not a perfect world. On this folded atlas, we have the chance to tear away the devil's illustrations from this book. And the paper cutter that could accomplish that is a holy sword in your hand, which came here after crossing several worlds. Yes, Bianca, no need to be surprised. The complete Durandal is a weapon capable of cutting space itself. That sounds a lot like, what is it, Rongominion from Fate? Many years ago, it was theoretically proven and tried to be put in practice. But sadly, the experiment failed. At the time, there was no one strong enough to be the Holy Sword Man. We have to admit, not even Roland was capable of it. Not even Star Whisperers can handle the maximum output of the Holy Sword, let alone a normal human. Really? Roland, the original holder? However, you Valkyries are true warriors who fight the Honkai. Wait, I thought Roland was a Valkyrie too. The possibilities are completely different from us. Captain Shakespeare of Dr. Schrödinger. Bianca Adaigina, I believe you are our mission's last puzzle piece. Therefore, I would tell you the whereabouts of the last gems from Durandal. In addition to the two in my hand, the one in possession of Shigeru Akira, the 7th gem you are looking for, is in the faraway Rapa Nui Island from the South Pacific. Regardless of whether you agree to our plan or not, once you return with the gem in hand, I will hand over the two in my possession to its original owner. After all, it's much more valuable to have them all gathered in the right hands than being used individually by different-minded people. And like I said before, if the plan succeeds, I will provide you with something much more valuable than these gems in return. So, what do you think about it, Valkyries? Captain Shakespeare? Ho ho ho. Wait, wasn't that the gem that we got from the samurai girl? The one at Rapa Nui? How do you feel, Dudu? In an hour, you'll be able to return to perfect form. Oh yeah, that's right, it was that one. If you ask me, it honestly doesn't feel real. Maybe it's because all of my functions are separated on various crystals. But I can't imagine what it feels like to cut space itself. But since Dr. Schrödinger didn't refute the chairwoman's statements, I think the complete me can probably do that kind of thing. Having said that, my new master usually won't take the initiative to talk to me, right? So, what are you nervous about? You know, it knows. Hey, don't you talk nonsense. Why would I be nervous? I'm an A-rank Valkyrie. What kind of storms have I not been through? Well, that might be too much. Forget what I said. This much you should understand. Is it Schrödinger? The immortal is omnipresent. Nothing can kill him. It is immovable, solid, and eternal. Huh? Dr. Schrödinger? It birthed all creation. I am the origin of all things. And I am the destroyer of all things. Oh, Arjuna. Yo, Arjuna? Are you reciting a poem? They are chapters from the, Bhagavad Gita. A long time ago, an alumni who really likes Hindu culture read it for me. Although, yeah, we know about this one from FGO. Let's see. The Bhagavad Gita hymns God is supporting Hindu text recounting a long conversation between Arjuna and the Black Heavens, Krishna, before the start of the Kulu Field War. Hence, the full text of the epic, Mahabharata. Can't read it. Scholars believe that the entire Bhagavad Gita, written between the 5th century BC and the 3rd century AD, precedes the writing of the Mahabharata. The Bhagavad Gita is the only Hindu scripture that records the words of God himself and not the spokesman of God or the prophet, and therefore has a unique and special place in both Hindu and Indian culture, analogous to the Analects of East Asian culture. Karna! You're right. It's our boy Arjuna. I think your current state self might be similar to the Arjuna before the war in the poem. Who's Arjuna? A prince and a great hero in the Hindu mythology. Before the battle of Kurukshetra, yo! Lost Spell 3 mentioned? Let's go! He saw many of his friends and relatives on the enemy side, so he was disappointed and wanted to stop fighting. And the fuck, I can't say it. Bhagavad Gita is a speech that the god Krishna gave him to persuade him to take part in the war. But I don't have any friends or relatives on the opposite side of the battlefield. Indeed, it would be impossible for you to meet an acquaintance here. Bianca, your problem is the exact opposite of Arjuna's. And because of that, the way you feel might be similar. I don't get what you mean. Yeah, I don't either. What are you talking about, Schrodinger? I mean, you and the enemy, you will soon face neither companionship or conflict with each other. And yet, no, because of that, there's still hesitation, confusion, and even fear in your heart. You blockers are just passerbys in this world. The reason you crossed the Sea of Quanta wasn't to help the world. Quite the contrary, if my understanding of Shiska is correct, then they would actually want you to bring home something from this world. It's fine, you can take Durandal back, as long as it is fine with that. Moreover, she gets to take Durandal? Moreover, if the Shareworm's plan works, it shouldn't pose a problem to ask for a copy of the info on the Ether Anchor. So you should relax. Although personally, Auto Apocalypse is his deadly enemy, I won't be interfering with your mission. Wait, deadly enemy? That's Sloppy Auto? Well, yeah, she's part of anti-entropy. Yes, can't share the sky, water and fire, positive and negative, target to be killed. Damn. However, telling you about our history won't do any good. It has nothing to do with the point I was trying to make. Bianca, until now you have just been following the captain's or the Captain Sharewoman's plans. You haven't thought about your place in this matter. You have nothing to feel responsible about, and that's the source of your tension. You feel like an outsider, you are afraid of failing to meet the expectations of the people from this world. I asked Rita about you. She said you're a very motivated Valkyrie. But what brings you joy is not the process, but the results of the missions. And I think that's a painful and unnecessary way to think. But, Bianca, if you only look at the results, there are plenty of things in this world that are meaningless, or at least their meaning is unclear. What is the meaning of being born? The meaning of death? What about the self? Does mankind, the world, and the universe have any meaning? Are you telling me that these things don't have any meaning? No, they do, but learning it can't be achieved by consequentialism, that's all. For example, Bianca, the meaning of your existence is yourself. For your senior backers, you are a motivation by forcing them to chase after you. For your overseer, you are a rare specimen. For the people in this bubble universe, you are a heroic superwoman, AO. And for yourself, it's a life that you started from scratch under the name Bianca. None of them are a result. They started from nothing, it will end with nothing. Bianca, the salvation that this bubble universe sees is not a result but a process, a movement. A movement? Yes. Spiritual totem named superhero in the temple of living in everyone's hearts. Like the movement of Wagner or Richard Strauss. From another perspective, it's quite similar to Shigeru Kira's idol work. Valkyrie, you have the ability to complete your own world-class performance on the stage of the world. And it doesn't matter, not even one atom of yours is in this world. Do you understand? According to Bhagavan, each one of us is an actor chosen by the director named Destiny. Just release your energy on the stage into your heart's content. Use the method you are most familiar with. Is it that simple? It's that simple. That is the so-called fate screenplay. There is never a Valkyrie of Shiska in here, only artists in the spiritual temple and idols on the stage of the world. Remember, as long as you are yourself, you are perfect. Besides, being yourself is the kind of behavior that best meets the director's expectations. If I explain it like that, you understand it better? Yes, if you explain it like that, I understand it very clearly. Yo, she's dropping some wisdom here. In my case, I'm the kind who charges forward courageously at everything. Thank you, Dr. Schrodinger. I feel like I understand everything now. One hour later. Chairwoman, this rat samurai has been brought back without losing a single strand of hair. I will return her to you now. Hoo-hoo, thank you, Valkyrie. Sure enough, you have found a method that combines the best of both worlds. Sanada, thank you for all your hard work. I'm afraid that hard work is the fate of both the samurais and the Sanada clan. Having said that, it would be great if I had some hot soba to eat now. Hot soba would be a bit too hard. Do you mind if it's bakuchen instead? Bamkuchen? Isn't that exquisite? It's a special occasion for you. What does it not suit your tastes? Haha, don't worry, a samurai should treat their appetite with care, even before they're dead. That's what my teacher taught me long ago. Ah, you don't know well about my past. Do you mean Ishida Mitsunari? Huh? Alas, you should be more confident in your reputation, Crimson Demon of War. Yo, back on the topic, Bianca. Yes, here are the gems I promised. Take them. As for the idol who witnessed your actions, of course, no problem. Bianca, this is the idol stone that represents love and perfection. I am now officially lending it to you. Oh, so she still kept it this whole time? Thanks. So without further ado, I should take them all. Unceremoniously? Yes, just take them. The 7 gems at this moment will be returned to their original owner. The Holy Sword, let everyone see your true appearance once more. Let's see. The red gem of courage symbolizes the determination to be brave and adventurous. The orange gem of intuition symbolizes the dream of self-confidence and exploration. Wow, it's light as fuck. The golden gem of freedom symbolizes the perfection of love of yourself. The green gem of ethics symbolizes the power of kindness and justice. The cyan gem of prosperity symbolizes the vitality and tenacity of life. The blue gem of reason symbolizes the wisdom of reason and insight. The purple gem of dominance symbolizes nobility and the unification of all things. Calm down, foundations of the universe. I am time-space itself. The source of the power that destroys all. Yo, she's doing the He-Man shit. My role is to obliterate all universes. You turned out to be such a powerful weapon, Durandal. It's because I have a strong master, Miss Bianca Ataigina. In your hands, I undoubtedly have the power to destroy any land of this bubble universe. But I hope you understand, every weapon's function is destruction and violence. Even the so-called Holy Sword is no exception. I know that. The Valkyrie education made me understand that long ago, violence has its original sin, but beyond that, it has no good or evil in itself. The real good and evil lies in the motives and consequences of using such violence. Confucius said, only the virtuous can be benevolent to the wicked. There is no evil in pursuing benevolence. Voltaire admired Confucius because he saw the shadow of his ideal, human legislator in him. He believed that Confucius' benevolence symbolized a moral harmony between individual and society, and represented the true kindness and freedom of mankind. Bianca, you now represent the power of benevolence and righteousness. Voltaire would certainly praise you as being the most perfect Valkyrie. Yo, let's get it! What's up, girl? Dr. Champollion, don't praise me so suddenly. You're embarrassing me. I haven't even done anything yet. Haha, forgive me. My mood is a bit agitated, and I accidentally took on the bragging atmosphere of a certain era. One man has faith that he may eat all things. The sun is just one more star, and similarly, you don't need to care too much about the praise of others. At this moment, only one thing matters. For the first time in 50 years, no, in history, we have the power to strategically eliminate the enemy. We should strike while the iron is hot. I will now announce a specific tactical plan of Operation Bachakutik. In the name of the reformer of the world, let's perform earth-shaking operation. Let's see what that is. Oh no, it didn't work this time. No! Oh, it's translating right now. Come on. You can do it, you can do it. No! It's not working anymore. Hold on, let's see. Whoops. Nope. Take that off. Oh, it's not working anymore. Okay, well, let's Google that. Maybe it'll tell us what it means. It sounds, okay, it's definitely not a Marvel thing. Oh my god. Okay, here it is. In Quechua, Pachacutic means reformer of the world, and Yupanqui means with honor. During his reign, Cusco grew from hamlet into an empire that could compete with, eventually overtake the Chimu. Wait, what is this? Arts and culture? Okay, the Inca kingdom. Okay, here it is. 1418 to 1471. Pachacuti Inca Wapanchi was the ninth Sapa Inca of the Kingdom of Cusco, which he transformed into an Inca empire. Most archaeologists now believe that the famous Inca site of Machu Picchu was built as an estate for Pachacuti. In Quechua, Pachacuti means reformer of the world, and Yupanqui means with honor. During his reign, Cusco grew from a hamlet into an empire that could compete with and eventually overtake the Chimu. He began an era of conquest that within 3 generations expanded the Inca dominion from the valley of Cusco to nearly the whole western of South America. According to chronicler Garcilaso de la Vega, Pachacuti created the Intu Raimi to celebrate the new year in the Andes of the southern hemisphere. Pachacuti is often linked to the origin and expansion of the Inti Sun cult. Huh. Interesting. Google Arts and Culture. I did not know that was a thing. What does it even do? Oh shit. Holy fuck, that's a lot of cool stuff to learn. Craft in Japan? Pick a museum? Kyoto Museum of Traditional Crafts? St. Paul's Cathedral in 3D? Holy shit. Today's top picks. Explorers Tower of London. Spectacular views of Angkor Wat. Outsider art. How are you feeling today? In need of comforting? Tired enough to yawn? Wistful and spirits? Feeling your best self? Done with it all. Dude, this is cool. I gotta check out this whole site sometime. This is badass. Okay, enough of that. Alright, let's go back to it. Let's hope the translate didn't fuck it up, so let's just go back. Okay. In the name of the reformer of the world, let's perform a nerd shaking operation. Oh. Alright, chapter 28. The Holy Sword has been integrated. It seems like the captain and the others have used the ether anchor to transfer to a designated location in the North Atlantic. Lord Richthofen. Yes. You and Mr. Watt go perform the aircraft. Make sure that it can take off at any time in case of an emergency. Understood. Got it. Alice. Waiting for your orders. Allocate 1/10 of your computer resources to secretly distribute the supplies to civilians. Remember that name you're my hostage. You have to hide the functions that says you are being controlled by me. Got it. Neat. Go help her. The ordinary citizens must be made aware of that Alice is on their side. No problem. And Your Excellency, President Shelley? Is it my turn to play? That's right. You will be secretly released by one of Alice's robots, and when the time is right, lead everybody to unite against me. Piece of cake. Not the first time I've done something like this. But if you can't run away on time, don't blame me. I'll keep that in mind. Damn. So, Tails, are you really planning on running away with me? Even though we will have to cross the desert to find an usable acre exit? Huh? Curator, you're still talking about that? If you wanted to do such an important job, how could you be done without one or two accomplices? Are you really abusing your temporary chairwoman position right now? Ordering the city to enter in a state of emergency, suppressing the former rulers and their executors, and then putting robots to maintain order? Are you really reluctant to let me take part in such an interesting thing to the end? Wait, hold on. And from a conspiracy theory viewpoint, didn't you get the power you have now because of the case I reported? Are you thinking clearly? If you do this, you won't be able to return to the city ever again. I am a spy from a country on the other side of the endless waves. I painfully sneaked into the big laboratory and climbed all the way to this position just to steal your unique satellite system. I'm aware there's special action and special era. Because of that, I have to put on this farce with you at the end. An era of farce should end with a farce. Huh? Curator, with all due respect, it's precisely because you are such a troublesome person that I have to accompany you with this farce to the end. Use the satellites to monitor the structure of the bubble universe, command the Holy Sword, and then cut the contaminated European continent out of the bubble universe. Such an exciting plan, coupled with our hard struggles of the contradicting values. Oh, so that's the plan? Just completely nuke fucking Europe? Shit. It's actually kind of funny. And you have the heart to tell me to just be a spectator? As a philosopher, do you think I can do that? I guess not. Everyone says that it's an earth-shaking plan. So I didn't expect that after using the anchor point from Chile to come to the North Sea, we would still be at their sidelines. How should I put it? I always feel like everyone is treating me like a pistol bomb. That's because everyone has a different role. The so-called final drama naturally happens before the final encore. Make full use of the satellites to observe in real time the folded space. Prepare the giant artillery rays to explode the cut fragments of the world. Arrange ground troops to deal with any possible secondary disaster. All of that can be accomplished in half a day, but it's only possible because you can make the irreplaceable final stretch. Unlike the rash me before. Huh? Didn't you question me before about how as soon as I talk about my past, I start to stagger? Well, the story of how I picked up the Holy Sword in the submarine is true. I only briefly mentioned the black history between those two times once. Why do I feel like your past is a collection of black histories? It would be a bit mean to joke about the people who founded the King's Men. Hey, I'm just kidding. About myself. As you know, I'm a reason why everybody in Caledonia crossed all over the earth. Huh? Are you saying you broke the Holy Sword yourself? Trying unknown things can indeed lead to unexpected results. That's true. However, someone knows there's no way to force it, and it will take several years to recover it. She must be a fool. Captain, are you talking about yourself? Among the people you know, is there someone else that fits the description? You know, at the time when I picked up that sword, it gave me this evaluation. You're the most self-reliant girl I've met in tens of thousands of years. What the hell? After thinking about it, it must have meant that although I wanted to be a donor, I can't provide the extra energy needed to handle the complications that would come when using it. But as you also know, the sword has a character that can't understand many things. Which is why we tried that. At that time, strictly speaking, it was impossible to succeed. The result, as you can see, the Holy Sword got torn apart and even lost the memory of the event. And in order to find its fragments and repair it, I spent over 20 years. Holy shit, 20 years? For me, it was obviously self-inflicted, but the world lost 20 years it could have dealt with the wall. In fact, had I not met Dr. Schrodinger, I wouldn't have even known the fact that finding the gem of courage equals a 99% chance of success. If it weren't for her, I'd just be searching for them like a drunk fly. You and I wouldn't even be standing side by side right now. And of course, life is full of coincidences. When we finally found the Gem of Courage, and the next stage happened to meet you, of the long sword hunt was about to start, we happened to meet you. Or rather, someone used radio waves to predict your appearance to us. Huh? At the time, we didn't know who the other party was, but what's amazing is, it was an extremely accurate prediction. They calculated your time and place of landing, as well as your Honkai adaptability very accurately. Who's this person? After thinking about it, we really actually wanted to contact you directly, but because of the distance, they instead guided the captain who was hiding behind the curtains, who, relatively speaking, can go anywhere. Oops, I was seen through. Oh, it was her. Chairwoman? As I said before, the Republic has firmly controlled the Anchor for over half a century. It's still useful despite its decline. You should also have learned from Sanada Ikimura's case that theoretically the Anchor can monitor intense energy fluctuations anywhere in the world except inside the wall. Therefore, you should be able to deduce that. Based on data, testimonies, and legends from long ago, we inferred that what happened to the captain, Shakespeare, and based on the premises that she managed to repair the Holy Sword, we created the combat plan we are implementing today. No way. Did you think that Operation Pachakutik was just a guess of a politician and some combat staff? Indeed, we didn't prepare any surprise weapons. In fact, it was Europeans that helped us greatly reduce the number of Star Whisperers that would have to be sacrificed. Damn. However, at the same time, we sent an infiltration expert to seize control of Alexander's satellite system to provide navigation support for the world-cutting operations of the bubble. That is by no means something that can be done overnight. We respect everyone's subjective opinions. Because of that, I choose to only provide you with the information I was 100% sure of. Don't you think it was a little too little? Hey, but that... Damn, bro. Coffee ain't working. But don't do to others what you wouldn't want them to do to you. It's also my consistent style of doing things. I always believe that the old people don't have any important advice that needs to be given to the young people. The vast majority of old people just carry a variety of fragmented experiences. Their lives are often miserable failures. They only know that their past actions are full of mistakes, but not the true right path. All lives can be considered an experiment, but everyone can only experience a small part of it. So even if we have over 100 years of mistakes to look back to, there are still thousands of unknown traps lurking in the future. So if you already know what the so-called present is, just the intersection of the past and the future, everyone's just standing on a new starting point every moment. Then, the trajectory between people will naturally link our destinies together. This is the so-called developmental vision. When it comes to changing the world, you can think of us as just needed logistics personnel. Even if to me this matter is not only a challenge, but to you it will determine the fate of the world. Yes. To put it bluntly, I think it's better if the people with the label of savior live more freely. Remember what Confucius said? At 15, I set my heart upon learning. At 30, I had planted my feet firmly on the ground. At 40, I no longer suffered from perplexities. At 50, I knew what were the beatings of heaven. At 60, I heard them with docile ear. At 70, I could follow the dictates of my own heart, for what I desired no longer overstepped the boundaries of right. According to my understanding, what he really wanted to teach is, a person who does not have spiritual freedom does not have the elegance and power needed to stand upright. It's almost time, Bianca. Recite to me one more time what you're about to do. Oh shit. Sounds like Bianca, huh? Yes. Wait, I want to hear. No. Man, they're keeping that shit a secret from us, huh? The sky is an abyss of light. While the ocean swallows everything, the sky releases everything. The universe spans, the quantum fluctuates. The two lonely gods facing each other are eager for a brilliant new sunrise. Tonatui, Tonatiu, Chaoyang also yearn for the blood of the gods. The Holy Sword was silent. It had turned off the anthropomorphic function and was busy simulating the final iteration of the plan. Take care, Bianca-sama. Thank you. I'll be back before you know it. Let's go, Durandal. Let's go. The Valkyrie jumped down from directly above the entrance of the anchor point. Wait, it's just her? The strong winds blows. The power of the Holy Sword gradually merges with her, becoming one. The eternal weight of energy, undulating in the abyss, mixes with the twilight of noon and dawn of midnight. Like dividing, the inertia of the freefall pushed the Valkyrie into the gap between light and darkness. The Holy Sword released a calm light in the darkness. Following the guidance of the radio waves from a distant deep space, Bianca and Aegina reached the predetermined attack position. Alright, let's start now. The energy was released in an instant, the Valkyrie and the Holy Sword becoming a hurricane of light. The root of space, like the thorns of Sleeping Beauty, the mercilessly cut off by the fire. At the core of the anchor point, the spaces of different dimensions were originally intertwined in a sordidly manner like tangled weeds. However, whether the Holy Sword burned, the world's surface became as smooth as a mirror. Fuck. How many dazzling spaces has she gone through? Hold on, it's loud as fuck, I'm gonna lower it a bit. There we go. How many times has she broken the suffocating dimension barrier? The Honkai energy in her body seemed to boil in her blood vessels. It rushed to the tip of the deadly weapon in her hand. We're going balls deep. Yeah, we're going in. Let's get it. She knew she could do it. She knew she had to hold on. And when the time seemed to have unfrozen, a starry sky oddly expanded in the distance. This is the horizon of the bubble universe. It is the boundary of all these assorted dimensions, as well as the background texture of the microverse. The Valkyrie, who was losing her strength, gritted her teeth and smiled, knowing the cutting operation was completed. Oh, let's go! It's time to inform the people of the surface to let them execute the devastating final blow. Attention all units, HQ has received the Valkyrie signal. I repeat, attention all units, HQ has received the Valkyrie signal. The train cannon array enters 0 level deployment state. Calibrate the unit's aim according to its latest signal. Be ready to fire anytime. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Target in sight. Fire! The beast which you saw once was now is not, and yet will come up to the out of the abyss and go to its destruction. The inhabitants of the earth, whose names have not been written in the book of life, from the creation of the world, will be astonished when they see the beast, because it once was, now is not, and yet will come. They will wage war against the Lamb, but the Lamb will triumph over them, because he is the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. And with him will be his called, chosen, and faithful followers. I saw heaven standing open, and there before me was a white horse, whose rider is called Faithful and True. With justice he judges and wages war. His eyes are like a blazing fire, and on his head are many crowns. He has a name written to him that no one knows but himself. Okay, please tell me. Please work. Yes. The quote is from the New Testament, Book of Revelation. I knew it. I had a feeling it was a Christian. He is dressed in a robe dipped in blood, and his name is the Word of God. What happened? A midday starry sky? Did we succeed? I don't know. However, there's been no deviation from the plan until now. Bottom sound. Miss Rita, this is HQ. Have you caught Miss Bianca? How's she doing? Radio sound. This is Rita reporting to HQ. Bianca-sama has safely landed and nothing has happened. Very good. She should be physically exhausted now, so take care of her. The 4/5 of this still intact world began to rearrange under the people's feet. Oh shit, it's coming back? The 1/5 that was once called Europe was shredded by the Holy Sword and further disintegrated by the fierce artillery fire. Damn, they just fucking nuked Europe. Everything was going well and seemed to be under control until a strange monster landed on the surface of the earth. Oh fuck. Honkai aliens? Aw shit. Nah, what the fuck? What in the fuck was that anime? What in the darling and the Frank shit is this? Everyone abandoned their past in the process of their lives. As we grow older, we gradually leave our mother's womb and breast, the warm and comfortable cradle, leave the place where we were raised, and eventually became a person with no semblance of our past self. Meanwhile, Afo, oh, literally, yeah, that's what's happening in Afo. Shimotsuki, 27th, 13th of the Portuguese month, 13th of the month, 18 and 19 of Rumeri, Fengue 8th. It was a series of betrayals that made the man named Napoleon Bonaparte finally become the version written in history. He had long gotten accustomed to being betrayed and was even proud of it. No matter what the situation is, and as long as there was a chance for a comeback, he would definitely continue to move forward. The word failure was never in his dictionary. In previous wars, limited by equipment, supplies, morale, and luck, he also had to helplessly surrender, and was afraid that a comeback would not be possible. However, all of that, to this day, is nothing more than history he has long trampled on. He was defeated by the Russian General Winter, and the enemy's coalition commander drove straight and directly occupied Paris. But in the blink of an eye, he sneaked out of Elba Island and went back to his homeland, with all of Bourbon's army turning to his side. However, the subsequent Battle of Waterloo brought the 100 Days to a hasty end. He was punished with exile for the second time, now to his distant South Atlantic Ocean. But just when everyone thought that the Emperor's life would not bring any new upheavals, he who was in his twilight years was involved in the experiments of the snake and sent to another world by mistake. He regained his throne. However, his life should have been smooth sailing was corrupted by greed. In order to permanently master his mighty power, he tried to activate the ancient civilization's device to control the microsphere, therefore turning all his subjects into inhuman existences. Oh shit. But even so, the Emperor did not give up. After a brief period of grief, he realized that this was just the beginning of a greater journey. He and his surviving subjects had just transformed from a life form that consumes chemical energy into another life form that consumes Honkai energy. The position of Emperor remained solid. The Empire's military power is better than ever. After a brief dispute, the subjects of today became single-hearted, with a sincerity more enthusiastic and majestic than the previous era of hymns. Although the new subjects needed a wall to gradually transform the land of their feet, to the Emperor, this slow but sure expansion brought a different kind of calmness. Which is why, currently, the Emperor can be said to be extremely angry. Oh no. He originally thought that, as the world gradually turned into one more suitable for his people's lives, his enemies would only become weaker and less aggressive. However, those ants that only stay in their nest, the Gyrodin-like mobs, the stupid humans incapable of accepting the new form of life, they were able to disintegrate part of the world. They were able to destroy the sacred energy that filled territory of his empire. They were able to push the Emperor into despair without losing a single soldier. But that did not waver the Emperor. He had lived for so long that this was just a new form of despair. The enemy seemed to believe that the foundation of the Empire's existence was its sacred territory. Without a land, a country cannot exist. Usually that would be true. However, thanks to the barrier of the wall, they could not infer that. The Emperor and his subjects had already become inseparable. Even if they were scattered in the void, there's still a way to persevere the core functions. The Empire was built upon the principle of the new life. It would eventually break out its cocoon and become a butterfly, breaking out through the cage called the world. There will be no disease, no discrimination, no poverty, and no death. And after that, an absolute understanding and absolute freedom. They will reach the resurrection promised by the prophet to the people, and it will bring judgment to all lower life forms. As of now, it is a creature that is both the Emperor and his subjects. The only thing that did not understand is why this blazing power, until today, had not been inherited and carried forward by anyone. After all, the source of this power is not Napoleon Bonaparte, or any wise man of this era. This power originated from a secret tens of thousands of years in the past. It is like a rising sun in the eclipse, unfortunately dying before it could give off light. However, it had to wait for nightfall before it could shine majestically on the other side of the shore. It discarded all forms of impurity, leaving only the strongest, simplest, and most original part of life. No language, no beauty, just its existence was a symbol of truth. This is undoubtedly the ultimate life form. Those who try to kill it in the cradle will only be humiliated in the face of its force. What's more, the opponent's formation was too dependent on the tunnels of this world. In the eyes of the Emperor, the opponent had lost from the start. Oh fuck. Dude, what a fucking, what a monologue. Holy shit. That was kinda hard. Oh god. The smell of blood was permeating the battlefield. The soldiers' bodies filled with every nearby goalie like sandbags being piled to prevent the flood. Okay, so from what I get from this is that Napoleon Bonaparte has completely turned into Honkai, a Honkai beast, and is basically in control of a whole army of Honkai. That's crazy. And then apparently it's the same Napoleon from our universe that got transported here, just like the other people. Damn. However, the temporary commander-in-chief was unable to order a retreat. The enemy landed from the sky, occupying the main entrance to the anchor point and cutting off everyone's retreat. Oh fuck, they're here. Therefore, as long as these commanders did not plan on leaving their soldiers to escape first, they must choose for everyone, including themselves, to either charge at the enemy or wait to die. The enemy is firmly on their throats. The passage of the anchor point is easy to defend but difficult to attack. Bringing the troops from the other side of the bubble universe will only cause them to be wiped out by this weird enemy before they can even get into formation. Thinking about Archer, Napoleon, and Lost Belt 2. Ooh la la. Haha, Drew. Aw, dude, I love FGO Napoleon. What a chad. At this moment, on this North Sea island, they can only fight alone. At first, when the gate-shaped monster appeared on the starry sky, the soldiers were optimistic that it was just some kind of residue from the cutting of the world. It might be a leftover mechanical device, or an enemy that is only strong in groups. However, when neither an interception nor the bombardment worked, the enemy landed at the entrance of the anchor point like a city on top of a mountain and extended countless tentacles. Everyone understood what it was standing before them was no means an ordinary existence. What the? No. Is someone dead? Oh! The soldiers of the Republic fought bravely. No, dude, they are wiping them out! They fought as hard as they could, just to buy time for their companions. Newlyweds, new parents, only children and young people. The corpse stranded on the island followed that order, using channels still under the control to evacuate the comrades one by one. If you compare the information flux, the bandwidth on this alternate anchor channel is only about 1 in 10,000 of the main channel. That means that for every hour that the soldiers persist on the front line, only 20 people can successfully retreat. Fuck. And today, in order to perfectly implement the plan of cutting the bubble universe, on this small North Sea island, nearly 3,000 of the most elite warriors of the Republic have gathered. That is to say, even if the frontline soldiers can continue to support them, it would still take them a week to be completely evacuated from the island. Of course, they also have the Caledonia that can traverse this world's unique water gusts and waves. But even this extra means at full capacity can only transfer 50 lucky people every 2 days. Damn, every 2 days? Bianca and the Holy Sword have consumed too much energy in the previous operation. Even with Rita's care, she seems unable to wake up in a short time. No, Bianca. The Star Whisperer is under your command, and even the crew of the Caledonia who think they can survive on the battlefield have already rushed to the front line. Every one of them is brave, but they should know it best. They are fighting a losing battle. So what? If you have an idea that can change the situation around, don't be afraid. Tell it to me now. I think if the things I consulted with Dr. Schrodinger 10 days ago are indeed true, then have a way to kill that gate. But I need you to order everyone to leave the battlefield. Huh? Dracula, no. What did you say? Retreat? Leave the battle? Dude, she looks badass right there. Shit. Are you crazy? We are not fighting each other. Where do you want me to retreat to? Do you want me to abandon the only defensive position and retreat directly to headquarters? This is military suicide, you know. Don't panic. I'll let you. Whoa, whoa. What has she been hiding this whole time? What the fuck? How strong is she? What? The chairwoman ordered you to retreat for a reason. Because now I will be responsible for destroying this enemy. Yo, who is she really? What the fuck? You? An archaeologist? Did you convince her by changing your clothes a little? What on earth are you going to do? First of all, I want to apologize to you. Because the name Champollion have been using in front of you is actually just a borrowed from a compatriot of a younger generation. Let me introduce myself again, strong warriors and brave soldiers. My name is Napoleon, and my surname is Bonaparte. What the fuck? Wait, she's Napoleon? I am from Corsica. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, what a fucking twist. Wait, so then who is the fucking emperor? Huh? I am not an ordinary star whisperer. I am the life of the ordinary people that was discarded by the monster in front of you when he was 25 years old. 25? Wait, but if geologic perfect true. So he split? Huh, yeah, it's like an altar, basically. I am the first and the source of the countless betrayals that it has long for. Oh, okay, yeah, it's literally Napoleon altar. Oh, that's crazy. What the fuck? After borrowing the space channel and adjusting myself at the anchor point, I have returned to the original state from when I was abandoned by this monster, and have deliberately reversed the imaginary polarity of my body structure. Oh, shit. So he turned himself into a girl? To put it simply, at this moment, the monster in front of you can't hurt me at all. But I can completely destroy with a single touch. That's... If there was such a convenient way, why are you only doing this now? Do you know just how many people we have sacrificed? I'm sorry. I let everyone suffer such a great sacrifices here. I am really sorry. Damn. But no matter what the purpose is, no one wants to take initiative to give up on their life. They will still struggle to prepare their hearts for that. You. Are you going to die together with it? Bro, this is a ruler class Napoleon right here. While the other one is basically Avenger class. To be precise, I'm just letting it bury me. Readjusting the imaginary polarity of the physical structure of the entire body. That is a suicidal act by itself. I am nothing more than a walking corpse. I just want to find a place where I can be buried in glory. It's the same for me and for Napoleon Bonaparte. Do you now feel humiliated because of my presence? Does my presence scare you? You who have been denying yourself in your long life, but in turn was denied by your own past. You who have been integrated with all your subjects and lost your speaking organs, do you feel indignant at this moment? Or are you too busy trying to move your bulky body, trying to avoid the death that approaches you step by step? All of that to me is not important. I just want you to know, you have gone so terribly astray. That is your history, your original intentions, your original dream. Would you rather use its own death in exchange for your destruction? Bianca, when you hold the Holy Sword again, you might feel sad because of what happened at this moment. We are traveling companions, adventurers constantly exploring in order to save the world. But today, the world also endured a lot of unnecessary pain due to my hesitation. Shit. But having said that, if it's you, you will certainly raise your head higher, keep walking at your usual pace, and move on unwavering, right? Because you already know, only this way can this imperfect story become perfect. In the imperfect world we'll have to tomorrow that everybody looks forward to. Bianca and Rita, who is always by your side. You always think so, right? You also think so, right? Damn. She goes sacrificing herself. In the depths of the earth, the girl dreamt fragmented dreams. Yo, what's with the Afro music? In the gaps between each dream, impermanent poems are scattered. The flower that smiles today, tomorrow dies. All that we wish to stay, tempts and then flies. What is this world's delight, lightning that mocks the night, brief even as bright? Virtue, how frail it is. Friendship, how rare. Love, how it sells poor bliss for proud despair. But we, though soon they fall, survive their joy in all, which ours we call. Wishless skies are blue and bright, wishless flowers are gay, wishless eyes that change each year night, make glad the day. Wishless yet calm hours creep, dream thou and from thy sleep, then wake to weak. The dream gradually disappeared like a bubble at dawn. The girl felt the fresh air coming into her lungs. Her eyelids were heavy, and her limbs didn't want to wake up. She tried to fight off the drowsiness in her mind and struggled for control for 3 minutes. Or maybe it was half an hour. Ah, wiki. Please don't move yet, Bianca-sama. You were in a coma for about 3 hours and 45 minutes. This is the last shot of the treatment. Wait, is it even a coma if it's only for that short? So until the injection is completed, please maintain a supine position. This is the kind of medicine that the overseer told you to bring before we set off. I remember the principle behind it was holy blood diluted to a very low concentration. Shh. I will now give you an intravenous injection, so I need you to be as quiet and as relaxed as possible. I'm sorry. In that case, I only want to confirm one thing. The plan to cut the bubble universe, was it successful? Oh, that's right, she was asleep through the whole thing, to most of it. The cutting itself can be said to have been very successful, only there may be some remaining problems we need to solve, so please cooperate with the treatment for now. It's okay, it'll be over soon. Damn. So did they win? This medicine is really powerful. I feel like I'm healthier than before I collapsed. So what's the situation now? And where are we? This is the infirmary of the Fortress Command Center, deep underground. We are now at the closest point to the anchor point. The Operation Pachacuti is that you participate in to cut the bubble universe has ended. According to preliminary statistics from the Ocha woman, 378 people were killed or missing in action. Fuck, I thought it was a lot more. Including the first mate of Caledonia, Gianna Francoi Champollion. Damn. Yup. What? Why would she... Champollion is her pseudonym. According to Dr. Schrodinger, the Archaeopteryx is actually a star whisperer, born from information fragments of the collected Napoleon. What? Roughly speaking, she's another Napoleon that exists in this world. In fact, her personality is closer to the one we learn about from textbooks in our world. After the bubble universe was cut, the Honkai beasts remaining on the fragments of Europe formed an aggregate of Napoleon's will, captured the most important anchor channel of the island, and cut off our lines of communication. In order to prevent annihilation of the more than 3,000 people on the island, Champollion chose to die with Napoleon. She used the anchor to turn herself into a special attack weapon and annihilated the Napoleon parts in the Honkai Beast aggregate. She used her own sacrifice to save the remaining 2,000 people and save the seriously wounded General Draculesti, General Sanada Yukimura, and Miss Crabagario. It also avoided the need to forcefully activate the genius to bring you back to your original world. However, although the Honkai Beast aggregate no longer exists, its Honkai energy has not completely disappeared. Not far from where it was defeated, Dr. Schrodinger found some newly formed giant crystals. One day, an FGO will get the Napoleon author? True. Hopefully. Make him a woman too, that'd be funny. For this reason, Dr. Schrodinger herself, Shigure Kira, Senpai, and Roland-sama are still staying on the island for surveillance. This is a remaining problem I mentioned before, and it might need your help. What do we need to do? Use a Honkai energy attack to test the crystal's stability. If the crystals are stable, it's a good idea to bury them deep on the ground or throw them into space. Wait, the Durandal crystals? And what if the crystals are fragile and easily leak Honkai energy? Oh wait, no, okay, never mind. Then we blow them all up. What? How do we do that? That's where I come in, of course. Are you Dudu? Yes, of course, it's me. The only member of the mechanical race in Caledonia. Matteo Barria, Boyard Ludwig as Aristotle the 12th? That's a long ass name, what the fuck? Oh, I just made that name up on the spot. Oh, okay. So don't think too much about it. In short, this is the anthropomorphic form I can use after having all my functions restored. Isn't it a lot more prestigious than before? I guess it looks cooler, slightly. And now he has a green eye. Yeah, kinda. I woke up 35 minutes and 28 seconds earlier than my master, so I already set up the crystal purification procedures for you. So without further ado, should we get going? Let's get going. Is your body fine now? Captain, old man, are you safe? Why do you say old man? Oh, because it's him. Right. Yes, we were all perfected, thanks to the heroes who shed their blood and sacrificed their lives. So, are you going back to the battlefield with the Holy Sword? Yes, Dudu said it has the ability to deal with the residual Honkai energy. Then go ahead. This is probably the best thing that only you can do. I heard that there's a saying in Eastern philosophy that everyone is born with a fate. However, unlike the fate from prophecies, this kind of fate is almost always buried by trivial life. Only those with true wisdom and bravery can perceive their fate on a once-in-a-lifetime chance, and use it to create something that will be called impossible or a miracle by outsiders. Perhaps sometimes this miracle comes at a heavy price. Perhaps sometimes realizing our fate will make us sign and grieve. But it is still a history chosen by his world from the countless possibilities because of various coincidences that finally became our destiny. Kid, what I really want to say is, no matter the philosophy, changing fate is far more important than praying for fate or cursing fate. I challenge my fate. The time can't go backwards, the world can't be reset. Rather than talking about your reasons of sadness, it's better to count the things that can be done. Kid, your journey has only begun. Maybe there are countless worlds and countless obstacles still waiting for you. So do your best. The best way to commemorate the deceased is to go forward on the path they have opened up. I will. Thank you very much, Sir Cervantes. Wise words, Mr. Cervantes. Although I've been here before, it still surprises me how big the central fortress to defend the anchor point is. Oh? Good, I caught up. Roland, did you come back from the Honkai crystal site? Is it me, or are her eyes different? Roland-sama, could it be that an accident happened? No, it's nothing so big like an accident. It's just that Dr. Schrodinger detected abnormal fluctuations in the Honkai energy of the crystals, so she sent me back to discuss the countermeasures with the chairwoman. The world is still in an unstable state after cutting the operation, and the communication with the island hasn't been restored. So we need to use human power to deliver those messages. Wait, could you help me with the Honkai site now? Of course, we plan on that way. Anyway, that's great. If Miss Bianca's present, then Shigure Kira would also... no, it's nothing. I'm just worrying too much. Huh? She got accidentally burned. Oh no. While investigating the crystals, and her eyes and arms seemed to show some sign of corruption. No. She said she was fine, but... that's a problem. Roland, please report to the chairwoman that happened. Reed and I are heading directly to Shigure Kira. Could it be that serious? Then, after reporting to the chairwoman, should I get everybody available to rush over there? Yes, please. Oh no. Did she always have purple eyes? Weren't they a different color? In the east, there's a term for drought, thousands of miles of red land. And now, the small island in the North Sea has turned into a purgatory because of the actions of cutting the bubble universe. In subsequent melee, the overflowing of lava makes one think of that idiom. Oh my god, is that Kira? What happened to her? She kind of looks like how Sigurd looked in the manga. Is that? Hold on tight. Shigure Kira, don't let the Honkai implode. Erode your will. Calm down, Bianca. You got the wrong idea. I haven't been corrupted by the Honkai. Oh no. Senior Kira, your body has been badly corrupted. Can you even see it for yourself? Where am I being corrupted? Do I have... So that's what it is. Although it only wastes some more time, it can't be helped. I have to explain it. Listen up, self-righteous junior. It's not Honkai that is covering my body. It's a living alien. I call it by the second half of the name of my comrade in arms. Nigorat. Wait, Nigorat? Wait, why did you call her that? Why'd you call it that? Huh? Nigorat? Does his name come from Shub Nigorat, who belonged to the Snow Wolf squad as alongside you? The Valkyrie who's rumored to have resurrected several times? Yes. This child can use its own cell to replace damaged organs and tissues of the host. That is the secret behind Shiv Nigorat's several restrictions. Oh shit. What did you say? Don't be surprised yet, listen to me first. Although Nigorat can enhance the vitality of the chosen person, its own survival also depends on the host itself. On the battlefield of the second eruption, when Shiv Nigorat's body completely collapsed, it chose me. At the time I had lost consciousness, so I didn't know what happened. When I woke up, I was in another world, and Nigorat's consciousness or emotions began to resonate in my mind. It's difficult to describe this feeling because Nigorat is not a creature with complex thinking, it just projects its various instincts on the human consciousness. All I know is, it brought me to this world to avoid risk, and it's surprisingly compatible with my body. People in this world regarded me as a star whisperer and copied by the Ether Anchor, and I accepted my new identity along the way. After all, after experiencing such a cruel war, to be honest, I don't really want to go back to my original world. So, you have been here ever since. Just to remind us the power of the sugars. Oh, really? Oh. Let's see. So that's why they showed up at the end of Alien Space, huh? Oops. Now it's not the time to go over these things. Wait, but Nigorat was there too. Wait, where's she at now then? We saw a glimpse over the Alien Space Honkai. Yeah. So wait, so Shub Nigorat should be around somewhere too then, right? I only explained this much to show that I have not been corrupted by the Honkai energy. It's just that I was hit by a sudden shockwave and lost consciousness, causing Nigorat in my body to produce a stress response. A sudden shockwave? Yes. It's shameful to say, but I didn't even get close to the crystals. I lost consciousness without even knowing what happened. When I woke up, I found myself floating in lava under Nigorat's protection. Ms. Roland and Dr. Schrodinger were also missing. I worried that they are already... No, please don't say they're dead. Oh wait, no, we just saw Roland actually. This isn't good. What's the matter, Rita? Bianca-sama, did you forget? We met Roland-sama not long ago. Ah, how can that be? I knew it. See, that's not her. Look at the eyes. She got accidentally burned while investigating the crystals, and her eyes and arms seemed to show some sign of corruption. I knew it. She said she was fine, but... I'm afraid that the person who had their will corrupted by the Honkai was Miss Roland herself. Uh-oh. Doc, you okay? I'm fine. Although his body is prone to losing unity after energy impacts, it's not easy to leave irreversible damage. It just takes some time to condense back to this uniform. I heard your conversation just now. Let me add a testimony. The shockwave that hit Kira and me was released by the Roland herself. What? It clung to my body and blasted me to pieces. Oh fuck! Damn, she got blasted for real. No, that's impossible. Roland has no reason to do this, unless... Unless she was corrupted by Honkai. Oh. I searched the entire island while gathering my body. The crystals were monitored before and are nowhere to be seen. Then, could it be that? Roland. Oh my god. We carelessly let her into the fortress. Oh no. They told me she's gonna kill the chairwoman or something like that. A few minutes ago, the woman walked unhurriedly to the empty corridor of the fortress. Her goal was very clear, and there's no hesitation in her heart. She knew that in this battered world, she is a unique and noble existence. Yes, she did originate from humans. But just like humans don't think of apes as their own kind, she doesn't see any difference between the naked apes and ants. To her, even Napoleon was nothing more than a stale and stubborn old father. This body is the crystallization of the coevolution of tens of thousands of wills. They got rid of the mastermind, biting their freedom. They got rid of the ugly monster's form. The Son of God, though inherently incomplete, Star Whisperer's body finally came to this world. Yes, still thinks she is just a son of God. She is not strong enough yet, so a little trick has to be used. When she is sure that she will succeed, she will disguise. The disguise will be unnecessary. Roland's consciousness is still alive in her body, but it's just a trivial nerve cell, a part of her body which does not present the soul. All-nighters don't care about dry ice. Marathon runners don't care about muscle soreness. No matter how much the mantis swings its forelimbs, the direction of the wind will not change. Yo, what's up, Fraga? Welcome. How you doing? Yo, thanks for the sub. Hope you're having a great night. We're about to finish. This shit's just going crazy. So many like plot twists left and right at the end too. The Son of God was enjoying the small struggle in her body and leisurely walked into the empty corridors of the fortress. Huh? Roland? Oh no, Durandal, no! It's not her. Did something happen? No, everything is fine, Chairwoman. It's just that we got the reinforcements of the true Valkyries, so Dr. Schrodinger sent me back. Well, that's fine. After all, as an incomplete Star Whisperer, your Honkai resistance is not as good as theirs. Alas, we made such a big mess ourselves, but we still need the help of others to clear up the aftermath. Well, many unpredictable things did happen. But I think you should be happy, Chairwoman and the Commander. Huh? We don't think this is a bad result at all. Ho ho ho. Been playing Honkai Armada for 3 years to be in as great. It is. It's so good. Like, it was a little slow at first, but yo, this ending, so far, is really great. Because hasn't the most wonderful form of life been born in front of you? Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. Oh no! Oh, Darwin, no! Oh, she straight up just killed Thoreau like nothing. It must be painful to have your neck clenched. Should we be sorry, since you may be the person who understands us best in this world? We don't want you to die without knowing anything like the Chairwoman. No, she's gone already! Huh? Yes, show us more expressions of pain, helplessness, despair, astonishment, and anger. Otherwise, where should we start? Self-introduction? Yes, it's polite to introduce yourself during the first meeting. But in that case, we have to give ourselves a name, right? So, Commander Onisan, do you think, is there a name suitable for us? The Son of God? Oh shit. Nah. Hope Bianca and Schrodinger can make it back. Don't stay there in a daze, Valkyries. Let's head back to the headquarters. I worry that it's already too late. No, little do they know it is. Shigure Kira, watch your feet. Huh? This is earthquake or volcanic eruption? That's not it. It seems like things are getting more and more out of control. What happened, Dr. Schrodinger? I'm not sure, but whatever it is, some kind of power right now is eroding the ether anchor itself. For this bubble universe, it means the end of the world. Are you saying? Does Bubble Universe will become a sea of fire like here? That's uncertain. In fact, I think most areas won't. In this case, if the special anchor point system collapses, the Bubble Universe will likely become space-time fragments that will eventually decay and disappear. Oh. Shit, so it's gonna blow up or something? At the bottom of the Sea of Kwanzaa, there are many such world fragments. It would be like if people could only live in the wreckage of a building, like prisoners repeating the same day endlessly. That's... hello? Now's not the time to share this kind of knowledge. Did you not just tell me not to stay in a daze? True. Bianca knows what's up. Doctor, this power that you said is eroding the ether anchor. Can we stop it? Theoretically, however, now that the anchor point channel has become unstable, it's difficult for us to even return there to solve the problem. Didn't I just jump from here? That was when the anchor was stable. Now, the energy fluctuations are so intense, how could we ever just adjust flexibly in the air not to be torn apart by the rifts of time and space? Even though... Everyone look! Something's flying towards here! Ooh... What is that? Oh shit! Bertrand! Our boy! Barclays Travelers, do you face any crisis? Do you need help? Brigadier General Bertrand, Turned Dragon is reporting. I feel like I get 20 years younger every day. General Dragon, great! You arrived at the perfect time. But why are you here? I felt the abnormal Honkai energy fluctuations from the Yucatan, and was worried that you had already gone to war with the Emperor. Unexpectedly, I fell into the cracks of the world while flying, and after crawling out of it, the sight of Purgatory was in front of me. True. So, is there really a problem? Long story short, General Dragon. Now we need to break into a fortress, save the world, but the space tunnel is very unstable, so we can't jump into it. Although I'm not sure what to do. But in return for your kindness, I think there should be no problem with carrying a few people through the space tunnel. Thank you. We'll get on right away. Ah, wait. What? You still have other allies heading there? Here? Look. Yo, Timmy, Jimmy, what the fuck are you doing here? Bianca, long time no see. Jimmy and Mr. Pilot? Haha, these are merely space fluctuations. How could it stop the wings of the Red Baron? But the machine is not as flexible as a real dragon. We were flying ahead of him, it took longer to find a place to land. It doesn't matter, we didn't even expect you to be here at all. Bianca, Doctor, what's the current situation? We have to cross the anchor point and return to the core area of the Waka Tunnel. Right, Dr. Schrodinger? Yes, before it's too late. You and Rita go back to help the General Bertrand. Shigurikira and I will board on the improved Red Baron. No matter who arrives first, keep priority to the issue and search for Roland's whereabouts. This is a race against time. This may be our last shot at saving this world. Any remaining questions will be answered later. Alright, let's get it, let's get it! Can't let Roland go free. Everything is impermanent. So many things happen in less than a day's work. Although it's too late, I still would like to say some things to His Majesty the Emperor. That sure enough, the Bonaparte from your youth has always been in the depths of your heart. Ah, youngsters, you don't need to get sentimental over an old man like me. Although we had both lost someone close to us, my story has little to no ups and downs now, while yours has in fact only begun. When the Emperor was still the Emperor, as long as he was working, you would not find the emotion called sadness in him. He said that the greatest kind of people in this world are the positively acting pessimists. He was the greatest of all pessimists. He knows that mankind will continue to struggle to survive, and that there is no benevolent power helping us in secret. But even then, he doesn't act negatively or scared. Even if he knows he is weak, he continues to move forward towards his goal. Because he knows deep down, in this world, only actions mean anything, and only actions can change destiny. True. Preach. Any thought without action is just self-righteous arrogance. It's easier said than done. I remember there was such a saying in the East. That's right. The Emperor often warned us before, though without action and action without thought, thought without action, action without thought, that equally is dangerous. The former can only sit back and complain, the latter gets stubborn and fans the flames. The Emperor said that this kind of balance is difficult to grasp. He himself only performed well when compiling the Civil Code. He said that the Civil Code was a perfect combination of thought and action, and would never be abandoned by history. The job of Valkyrie is to save the world. They will also not be abandoned by history. You're right. Your career is a cornerstone of everything. As long as you don't betray it, you deserve the praise of most people. As you know, the Emperor sacrificed the entirety of Europe for his own interest, and for the interest of France. That eventually became a fatal stain on him. Beethoven even ripped off the title of the symphony composed for him and changed Bonaparte to a hero. Oh wow. Damn, I didn't know that. After all, compared to the whole world, an emperor and tens of millions of French people are just a small few. But none of us can guarantee that what we are doing is in line with the interests of mankind and the progress of civilization, right? That's a good way to think. Judging from what you reported, the Emperor may have chosen to integrate with the subjects into a new form of life just to avoid that. But for what price? These subjects were his most loyal and radical servants in the past. Combining with them only allowed a group of people to rush down the road of paranoia even more quickly. Perhaps picking up the fragments of mankind and mushing them together is a way to transcend Honkai. But this example before us is definitely the worst of the worst. It's a child born from personal and empty-formed desires. It's a pity that His Majesty the Emperor's other half has died with him, and the remaining parts seem to be causing an even bigger disaster. Master, this is not the time to be angry or sad. I know. Before we save the world, none of us can lose our cool. Bianca-sama, General Bertrand, seems that we are very close to the entrance of the space crack. Got it. Let's just rush straight in. Durandal, pay attention to the fluctuations of the anchor point and correct the target positioning in real time. Leave it to me. Alright. Going in. For real this time. The remains of the Star Whisperer gradually dissipated, and the central monitoring room that could control the entire Aether Anchor was silent at this moment. The demon born in the body of the old king lives in the center of the bubble universe like a spider savoring its prey. You managed to find us before we bid farewell to the old world, after all. And before we become a god that transcends this world, 5 minutes remain. We are very interested in seeing what else you can do. Weird. How come there's nobody here? Bianca-sama, look over there. Huh? Bianca, Rita, how come you're on this side? That's what I wanted to ask you as well. Oh shit. Hey, Viva, why hot? True, right? Didn't we divide the troops after landing the search for Roland's whereabouts? Why did we meet head on? Dispatches shouldn't be circular. Didn't we even leave the General Dragon and Watt behind to meet it at the starting point? They're stuck in a loop. You didn't meet anyone along the way? Yeah, not a single guard. But if Honkai already captured his fortress, why would the battlefield be so clean? Indeed, Honkai is not one to deliberately clean the battlefield. And since we provided with our feet that is this passage of circular, there is only one possibility I can think of. The part of the fortress where we are standing maybe have broken away from the normal order organized by the anchor. What do you mean? Bianca, think of it like this. The underground fortress was originally built on the place closest to the Aether Anchor. And what is the anchor itself? It's a core that organizes this large-scale bubble universe, the Bogue Spine that organizes many different small spaces tightly like pages. No, in this case, a messy data cable on a computer might be a better analogy. In short, because of the fortress is too close to the anchor point, it's actually very easy for it to be disassembled into tiny independent pieces, each of which is very similar to a separate world fragment. In other words, our encounter is half-circle of a world in opposite directions. Oh fuck. So, are you saying that this fortress has already been disassembled, and we got the wrong fragment? No. The first half of what you said is correct, but the second half isn't. Sugar-Kira, the Nigurath in your body, does it also have an organ that can sense Honkai energy? Organ? It's not always easy to get what you mean, but yes, Nigurath has a way to tell me the approximate distribution of Honkai energy around me. Then, can you detect the crystals we were investigating before? There's a small, vague feeling. I even think it might be hidden behind the wall in front of us. That can't be true. No, my smell tells me the same. She has a smell? She can smell the Honkai? Alright, since it's like this, it's very simple. Whoops. Bianca, what do I need to do? Cut the space where the there with the holy sword. I just blasted the door. To the wall, I mean. The culprit we are looking for is behind this wall. Is it really that simple? It's that simple? Very well. Bam! Slash! Let's do it! Oh my. Yeah, she's pretty hot, I won't lie. Shit. As expected of you, La Niña has been waiting here for a long time. You are... Roland? Ah, you mean the original owner of this body. So that's what you call yourself, La Niña? The Star Whisperer Knight Roland is just one of thousands of cells that make up us. Nothing special, nothing meaningful. Can't even take part in the thinking. That means you're just a damn parasite. True. Gee, what a rude little creature. All the various creatures of this world evolved from single cells like bacteria. That's a discovery of Darwin, made in another world, and we think you should all be familiar with it. So, using that truth as a metaphor, we, La Niña, are the evolution of both the subjects of Napoleonic Empire and your knight, Roland, under this beautiful effect of the Honkai. She becomes our bones and we become our wisdom. Do you think that the bones in your body are jealous of our brain, of your brain? What the hell are you talking about? Do you think this is ridiculous, Mr. Gurikira? Even though you survived our attack thanks to the benefit of fusing with another creature? Is it really so hard for you to understand why we are so much better than ordinary people? You only make me sick. Perhaps, our breath does seem a little too wonderful. If you think about it, it's a result of many coincidences happening one after the other. First of all, our emperor, Mr. Napoleon, he incorporated all of us as part of his body so his rule could last for generations. After that, you, the Republic that wanted to get rid of his threat, cut off a part of the bubble universe, forcing us, body and soul, to fully combine under the effects of Honkai. And after that, the opposite existence of the Emperor chose to die with him and became the brain in the jar, trapped in the crystallization of the Honkai energy. And in the end, the incomplete Star Whisperer happened to appear before us, allowing us to use her body for a rebirth. What are you trying to do now? Are you trying to use your feelings towards Roland for Roland? What an impatient little girl. I am not afraid to treat you like a comrade in arms who was corrupted by the Honkai on the battlefield. So get out of Roland's body quickly, or I will not hesitate to use a holy sword Durandal. Oh my, rude and impatient, like a little bandit. At least your companions have more restraint. But what a pity, this time you were the right and they were in the wrong. What do you mean? Do you need me to spell it out for you? While you were threatening us, the synchronization between us and the anchor was quietly completed. From now on, we are the anchor and the anchor is us. And you, in order to listen to our story, just wasted the last 5 minutes in which you could stop La Niña. What a pity. Synchronized with the anchor? Ah, our dear doctor, among them you must be the one who understands the weight of that sentence the most. The ether anchor controls the world. If someone can synchronize with it, they will not only be unaffected by the loss of this world, but will even be able to see them to their advantage. Oh shit. She just unlocked the, what's it called? Creator mode? In other words, we, the son of God, La Niña, have become the god of this world, which you are oh so concerned about. That's not possible. No one has been able to manipulate even 1,000 of the anchor's information at the same time. What kind of bluff are you trying to use here? Bluff? No, you are wrong, Miss Idol. La Niña is not only one person, but 1,000 as well as 100,000. You can't begin to imagine what we can do. Rest assured, this is actually a good thing. What the Emperor did was kill the chicken to get their eggs, and the Republic cutting off the bubble. Universe was breaking the pot. And only we, the Holy Child chosen by fate, can keep this world alive for a long time, and let it have a tomorrow and an after tomorrow. As proof of that, yes, why don't we copy a few of the people who just died in this world for you? What did you say? Honkai energy pours out from the body of La Niña. But the scary thing is, most of the energy did not dissipate, but they condensed into both familiar and unfamiliar figures. Darwin. Oh no, did she actually kill Darwin? No! Soldier D. Soldier G. Oh, it seems like something went wrong. Yes, how could I forget? These people's minds were so delicious that we were already digested them. Now we can't vomit them out anymore. Oh, gross. Whatever. The moving goodbye did not happen here. But if you were all eaten by us, couldn't everybody unite in the same body? You're crazy! Shoosh. Damn. Ah, did you plan to win by relying on Durandal? And in front of the body of Roland? Did you want to teach a fish how to swim? Damn. Just counter that shit easy. The sword oh, she broke it. Oh shit, yeah. Fuck, I wish there was like a hide option that I could just, so I could see the full art. Did you not notice until now that the weakness of this sword is its complete form itself? Oh, what the fuck? Well, since your friends are less skilled, let's get rid of you first. I won't let you. Rita! A freeze attack? What a joke. Oh, she did get frozen. Or not. Did you hope that this power would work on us? We didn't, just like you just now. You bought her some precious time. Bianca, use your will to move the gems of Durandal. You are its current owner. It will certainly respond to your will. Yes. Roland's holy sword. If you agree to let me save her honor in this world, if you are willing to use my body to destroy the enemy, then respond to my heartfelt call, Immortal Blade. Impossible. What is this? It turns out, that's how it is. Used as a weapon, Solium can replace the body of the Valkyrie to absorb, control, and release Honkai energy. But conversely, a Valkyrie can also use her body to temporarily do what Solium does. So, you who call yourself La Niña, the scum of this world, this is the purification program that the Holy Sword prepared for you before we set off. Take this. Let's go, Bianca. Wait till... Did she, like, create some armor or something? Roland. Don't panic, Bianca. The Honkai energy in her body was drained by you. She just passed out. Oh, so you just drained her out? Besides that... Yes. I guess, yeah, she purified... Damn. I'm gonna lose my voice tomorrow. So yeah, she purified her and took the Honkai energy off. Fuck. I can't talk. Yes, the underlying problem is still there. Huh? Dr. Schrödinger, what does that mean? You're, and the Holy Sword is no exception. Perception of the Honkai energy is indeed not as sensitive as minds or Shigurikira's. The purification procedure just now has indeed erased the consciousness mixed in the Honkai energy. But the problem is that the Honkai energy has been associated with the Ether Anchor, and even the Holy Sword can only push it deeper into the anchor point, rather than outside of the bubble universe. Oh fuck. Just like how you can't use a washing powder to clean the water itself. Huh. So, what will happen next? The bubble universe will have temporarily peace. However, due to the corrosive effect of the freely running Honkai on the anchor point, it will likely disintegrate completely within 3 to 5 years. Oh, what the fuck? This really is like a lost belt. What the hell? Disintegrate completely? Yes, the bubble universe will be broken into countless pieces and head to its own end. This process started the moment La Niña died. In other words, this bubble universe slowly disintegrated as we speak. Damn. Huh. How can that be? You're right, and no one can accept this fate. Fortunately, I can think of one solution. But the pros and cons weigh the same, so I need your consent. It's okay, no matter what you say. If it can completely save this world, I agree. But you should probably hear her out, Bianca. Listen to me first. Yeah, come on, girl. You know, chill. The method I just came up with isn't an ultimate solution to the problem. It's just a substitute for the plot of La Niña, but it will greatly delay the death of this world. And also, Once this plan is up in action, everybody except the 4 of us will have to stay inside this dying bubble universe, whether they want it or not. Damn. The space-time cracks will be completely locked from the outside. We won't be able to say goodbye to them, and we will have no chance to tell them of what happened here. We will even lose the chance to repair the Durandal. Oh no. But I assure you, this world will indeed gain a precious breathing time. Whether it's me, Shigure Kira, your overseer Otto, or someone from Anti-Entropy, it's possible to use this time to find a permanent solution. But, since this is the only way I can think of at that moment, from a decision-making perspective, none of that is the deciding factor. The deciding factor is that the fate of this world will depend on you alone from now on. Could it be that you want me to... That's right. You will directly replace La Niña as God. What the fuck? And lock the survival of this bubble universe within yourself. What? How? As long as you live, this world will exist. But on the contrary, the process of disintegrating will start once again when you die. Shit. I had never expected it, but you behave better as Durandal's gem container than the original Solium body. In this way, although we won't be able to completely separate Honkai energy left by La Niña in the Ether Anchor. What chapter am I on? We're actually about to play chapter 25 on Saturday night. So yeah, I'm behind. I'm super behind. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Little by little. We can use it. I'm actually so excited to play chapter 25, by the way. I heard it's really, really good. Gotta make sure to get some tissues though, because I heard it gets heavy. We can use the gems of Durandal to seal the entire anchor alongside the bubble universe itself, and the Honkai energy inside your body. What? Inside my body? Literally? Exactly what I said. Just like how you used your own body to replicate Durandal's sword body. You actually read this beyond a perfect time. Yeah, because I'm actually using a guide, which I forgot to link in the description, which I usually do. That actually told me I have to read the BN like way before, so I had to like separate it into pieces and read it in between chapters, but I had to finish it before we got to chapter 25, so that's why we're doing it right now. But it's the one by Holustens. Really good guide though, highly recommend it. Okay, you wanna say just like how a geometric inversion can replace an object from outside the circle inside of the circle. Using Durandal's energy manipulation tech, we can treat you as a circle and invert the bubble universe outside you to inside you. What the fuck? After the inversion takes effect, you can use a genius to return to Shiskal headquarters as normal. In the bubble universe, yes, from a philosophical perspective, will become your personal little universe. Aww. Damn. Of course, for you personally, it won't just be a mental burden. You are a Valkyrie, so this may make some people from Shiskal want to conduct human experiments on you. Oh, what the fuck. But, as I said earlier, this is the only way I can think of right now. Perhaps we can find another way if we sit down and research. But at that time, as the anchor will be more eroded and destroyed, we might lose the chance to invert the bubble with Durandal's gems like we have now. I'm on current chapter, waiting for the chapter release. Yo, nice. I think Koga here too is also caught up. But man, I'm so behind. I want to catch up for sure. I don't think I'm going to catch up before part 2 releases, but we'll try. Using my smell of Honkai energy to estimate, we still have a week or so until we have to decide on whether we will do the inversion or not. Damn, a whole week? Doctor, I've heard enough. She still wants to go through with it, huh? You just need to tell me how I can grasp this life-saving straw and save the world. I love it when she does that little smirk. I like a lot of people in this world. Some even gave up their lives for its future. No matter what, I don't want to let this world end with death. Now that our journey brought us here, we must help them protect it to the end. Bianca, you are the bravest person I have ever met. True. At her young age? What a warrior. But how can you do it so easily? How can you decide the future of your life in one go? Won't you shoulder the responsibility of the whole world? Senpai, hasn't the life of Blackery always been like that? We are warriors, people who can die at any time, and people who will always bear the fate of everyone's lives. We have no intention of ignoring the destruction in front of us from the beginning. In fact, since then, we have already decided that our life would be like. If anyone hesitates about this, then they haven't carefully thought about what it means to be a Valkyrie who fights for all that's beautiful in the world. There it is, let's go! Woo. I've been playing for 5 years, it makes sense, I'm caught up, yo, true. Though it's tough playing 4 gacha games while 3. Kinda dropped Genshin. Yeah, I dropped Genshin like 2 years ago, and it's hard to pick it back up. It's really hard to pick it back up. I also play way too many gacha games as well. That's probably why I'm so behind as well. For the people that I like, and for the people that they like, oh, cute. For everybody who makes people be people. They have moved me, and I'm willing to dedicate everything I have to protect them. Holy Sword, if you are still consciousness, if you feel like I am a master worthy of your trust, go beyond your limits with me. Oh shit, yo, that's her armor! The shining armor that suddenly covered her whole body. Did Bianca-sama and the Holy Sword achieve a deeper fusion? The space has begun to distort. It's a thing that behind her. A black hole? No. That should be called a horizon. A black hole is just one way to produce them. It seems that the Mortal Blade understands what I meant by immersion. Invert the whole world? Do you mean store the whole world in a point with no volume? The size of the bubble universe itself is pretty small. Bianca and Durandal can do this. Miss Rita, prepare your genius. And Shigure Kira, wake up your nigrat. Roland was originally a star whisperer born from the anchor. No matter what we do, she would be forced back into the bubble universe. Everyone, it's time to say goodbye. Doc. Bianca-sama, you don't have to force yourself to speak. It's alright. I'm getting more and more used to it. I can feel the sky and the earth inside my body. Someone is welcoming a brand new blue sky. Someone is hugging their friends. I will cherish all of them. Rita, now, start the genius. The inversion will end soon, and we will be forced into the void of the Sea of Quanta. Yes, Bianca-sama. Oh shit. Yeah, the Ancora. That makes sense, yeah. It's literally, yeah, it's the same armor. So that's why she's called Durandal, huh? Or that's why her codename is Durandal, huh? High in the north, in a land called Svitjot, there's a mountain. Caught up in the storyline in Genshin. I haven't built characters in a long time. Yeah, I haven't caught up because I quit after a year of playing it continuously. I got burned out. And pause, you know, they had the whole shitty anniversary and stuff like that. That really like, oh shit, it's actually in English. That kind of like really edged me out of it. And then so yeah, like I literally just finished Inazuma like 2-3 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm like super behind on that one too. The only one that I'm so caught up in is Star Rail, mostly. Yeah. High in the north, in a land called Svitjot, there's a mountain. It is 100 miles long and 100 miles high. And once every 1,000 years, a little bird comes to this mountain and sharpens its beak. When the mountain has thus been worn away, a single day of eternity will have passed. Interesting. It is 100 miles long and 100 miles high. It's a shitty artifact system. Yeah. Oh my god. I hate the Genshin grind so much. I wish I had like an autocomplete. Yeah, it takes way too long. Like I'm pretty sure I don't have any characters right now that are like actually completely built. Like my Raiden Shogun too. She's like my character I have the most investment on. She's not even like fully done either. Like at all. It sucks. I wish I had like an auto battle or like a autocomplete system like most gachas do. But it doesn't. Yeah, the relic system. I like the relic system a lot better too. And I love how you can just auto battle it. Because I just what I've been doing. I built my Kafka recently. I have most of her kit is almost complete. Like there's like one piece or two pieces that are not like really good. But yeah, I did it like mostly in like a couple days, just auto battling. I love it. I love Star Rail so much. And once every 1,000 years, the little bird comes to this mountain to sharpen its beak. When the mountain has thus been torn away, a single day of eternity will have passed. The hero is gone, the wound gradually healed. The everyday life has returned, just like how the eternal stars rise from the east to west after day. 10 years have passed in the bubble universe's time. 10 years? Holy shit. Duke. Well, Antonio's here. Is he? Ready. Your pleasure, your grace. Wait, did he become the Duke? Hey, yo, that was too. I am sorry for you. You have come to enter Estonian adversary, an inhuman wretch, incapable of pity and devoid of even a drop of mercy. I've been told your grace has taken great pains to save him from his course, but as he's determined, and as the law can't help me avoid his revenge, then... The saying fits well, one should die in silence. I feel ashamed. I have never had the guts to do anything extraordinary, so today I have to quietly welcome my tragic fate. What? What? Tails said wasn't in the script at all, was it, Captain? Oh, she's making her own shit. Haha, does that matter? I love her mustache, no way, that's so funny. It is very common for actors to forget their lines. As long as they continue to speak according to the situation, the story will continue to develop normally. And I will correct you. In here, I am the director of the theater, not the captain, as the Orientals say. If the name is not right, the words won't flow well. Ah, sorry. I'm just used to it. I love her outfit too. Haha, you don't have to get so cautious all of a sudden. It's not bad to be humble, but I prefer the you to who was more easygoing. Amazing stash, right? Look at it. Huh? Rita sometimes says the same thing. However, this is a so-called growth, right? I experienced, lost, and gained many things. In the end, it may be very different from the past, but I know from the depths of my heart I managed to protect the treasure I cherish the most in this world. My true self. You have really grown up, Bianca. Yeah, she looks a lot older. I wonder, so how long has it been now? Well, chapter 25 stream is happening Saturday. Yup. Oh, I'm going to watch your old videos starting from chapter 9 up and put notifications for chapter 25. Hopefully I'm not at work during that time. Yeah, it's going to be basically around this time. Well, a couple hours earlier on Saturday. 2 days from now. Although on your side, also thank you. On your side, the flow of time is much slower compared to the decade that has passed here. Director of the theater, it's your scene next. Oops, it's my turn to play. Bianca, can you match your lines with mine? Of course. Shylock, come forward. We are all waiting for you to change your mind and give up cutting that pound of meat from this unfortunate businessman. I've told your grace what my intentions are. I've sworn by your holy Sabbath to get the full penalty of our failure to pay the debt. If you deny, you will be undermining your city's constitution and the rule of law. You'll ask me why I'd rather have a measure of dead flesh than receive 3,000 ducats. Just say I feel like it. Is that good enough? What if my house were plagued by a rat and it suited me to pay 10,000 ducats to have it poisoned? Isn't that my freedom? There are some men who don't like the sight of graping pig's head, some who got mad if they see a cat, and others who can't help wetting themselves when they hear the nasal whine of the bagpipes. That's because our likes and dislikes govern our emotions. No one is their own master. When one's own likes and dislikes are stimulated, they don't need a reason. Everyone can't help but show their ugly side. And for me, it is a solid hatred and loathing that I have for Antonio that makes me pursue this money. Long losing case against him. Have you got your answer? You calls, man. This is no excuse for your cruelty, Bassanio. After work at 6 p.m. New York City time. Ah, man. Yeah. I'm 1 hour behind in Central Time, I think. Yeah, it should be, right? Yeah, Central Time, 1 hour behind East Time. Dang. That's the time the story's happening. I don't have to please you with my answers. You are crazy. Do all men kill the things they dislike? Wouldn't every man just love to kill the things he doesn't like? Every weapon causes hatred in the first place. How could that be true? What? Would you allow a serpent to sting you twice? Please, don't forget, you're arguing with the Jew. You may as well stand on the beach and tell the sea not to reach its unusual high point. You may as well ask the wolf why he has made the eelblat enrichment of his lamb. You may as well forbid the mountain plants to sway or make a noise in the buffeting winds. So, my friend, I beg you not to try anything else or use any further means. But let me have the judgment of the Jews' his will as soon as possible. You, how can you give yourself up like this? To the old man over there, if we borrowed 3,000 ducats, I will return you 6,000. I just said so much. Did you not listen? Listen, well, brat, if every ducat that is 6,000 were multiplied by 6, I would not take the money. I want the punishment done as per contract. You, how can you hope for mercy, not giving any yourself? What do you mean, your grace? What judgment should I fear, not having done anything wrong? Between you may have bought slaves, which, treating them like beasts, you use for dirty and difficult jobs. If I were to say, free them, marry them to your children, why care about the money spent? Give them beds as soft as yours, and as good food like your own. Where would your compassion be, then? You would answer, the slaves are our property. And that's how I'm answering you. The pound of flesh that I demanded from him was expensive. It's mine, and I'm going to have it. If you deny me the shame of your law, it will mean that the laws of Venice are only a piece of paper for decoration. How rude. I am waiting for the verdict, your grace. Answer me quickly, while I have it. I have sent someone to ask for Don Quixote, a learned lawyer, to resolve this case. If he doesn't come today, according to the power invested in me by the state, I'm able to postpone the trial. Wait. The name of this doctor appeared once before. You can't change it so casually, right? Well, Bianca is right on this one. The details can be left to the actors, but the structure cannot be changed at all at will. Bellario is a cousin of the heron Portia, which is explained in the third act named Portia. Well, I'm getting old and my head doesn't work as well as it used to. Poor Miguel. I couldn't remember the name of the doctor just now, so I had to put Don Quixote in. Hahaha. Then how about this? We give a line to Bassanio, let him add the name of the doctor. I have to remind him? Yeah, the governor dragged his tone and did not say the name. I have sent someone to ask for... You immediately add Dr. Bellario to your grace. Then the governor can go, yes, Dr. Bellario, a learned lawyer to solve this case. Oh, that's a good idea. Then let's continue. Bro, I can't... Why are we in a play out of nowhere? I have sent someone to ask for, Dr. Bellario, your grace. Yes, Dr. Bellario, a lawyer to solve this case. If he does not come today, according to the power invested in me by the state, I am able to postpone the trial. Your grace, the governor. What is it? There's a messenger waiting outside, just arrived from Padua with letters from Dr. Bellario. Just in time. Bring me the letters and call the messenger in. Be happy, Antonio. Come on, man. Be brave. This barbarian won't have my flesh, blood, bones, and all before you'll lose one drop of blood for my sake. I am the runt of the flock and the most vulnerable. It is my destiny to be slaughtered. Oh no, Antonio, what are you talking about? The weakest fruit drops earliest to the ground, and so will I. Let me end my life of misfortune this way. The best thing you can do, Bassanio, is to stay alive and write my epitaph. Hey, stop defining things. Look, the messenger has already come. I greet your grace. Oh, Nerissa, with the governor. Wait, no, what's her name? I forgot. Alice. So she's Nerissa now? In the play? Have you come from Padua? From that doctor? From both, my lord. Bellario sends his compliments to your grace. This is a handwritten letter. Please read it. Sink, shink. Shink, shink, shink. Hey, you're being noisy. Why are you sharpening your knife so earnestly? Of course, it's to cut the meat from the bankruptcy guy that belongs to me. You, You crude Jew, it's not on your soul that you're sharpening your knife. You are sharpening it on your stone heart. No. Damn, he looks older. My boy grew up. No metal, not even the hangman's axe is half as hard as your heart. Can no prayers move you? Jimmy, you're too nervous. I'm sorry. Broke out stage fright. When I've noticed I was my part to accuse the villain, I just... Hahaha, is there something wrong with that? Isn't it interesting that we have timid and scared Gratania who wants to stake his simple sense of justice? Ah, sorry. Dude, Bianca keeps interrupting the play. I just can't help but feel anxious when I see this type of person. Since everybody's here as a temporary guest actor, you must let the character follow your own nature so they can play it well. So, shall we continue with the rehearsal? After all, won't tomorrow's performance be broadcast to the whole world? Oh, it's broadcasted. None that you're intelligent enough to make. Go rot in hell, you heartless dog. Until the time comes that you can shut the seal from that contract, you're only hurting your lungs with that noise. Why bother? Good boy, I advise you to calm down. Don't continue to make a fool of yourself, and don't do something unimaginable to yourself and or others. Your Grace, I only ask for a fair judgment by the law. This letter said the doctor himself could not appear, but he recommended a young and promising lawyer to our court. Messenger, has this young man come with you? Yes, he's waiting nearby. You know your answer, to hear whether you'll admit him or not. With all my heart, hurry up. 3 or 4 of you officials go and escort him here with all due courtesy. I wonder who the lawyer is. Let me guess. Rita, maybe? Young man, you've come from the doctor? It is Rita! I'm so good at this. I have, my lord. You are welcome. Take your place. Are you acquainted with the dispute that occupies this court today? I'm fully briefed on the case. Which is the bankruptcy merchant, and which is the creditor? Antonio and old Shylock, both come forward. Is your name Shylock? Shylock is my name. Your suit is an unusual one, but it stands up legally and Venetian law can't change its validity. Antonio, you're in some danger from the suit of this, aren't you? Yes, that's what he claims. Do you admit to his debt? I do. Since the other party admitted to being wrong, then I suggest the creditor to be merciful. Why does everyone want me to be merciful? On whose authority must I? I'm a scholar, so forgive me if it sounds like a sermon, but the quality of mercy is not strained. It drops onto the world as a gentle rain does to all sentient beings. It's doubtfully blessed. It blesses both the giver and the receiver, and to those who provide mercy, it gives a different type of happiness, one that is more noble and comforting than any right or wealth. I've spoken about this so soften the justice of your plea. If you insist on pure justice, however, then this serious Venetian court has no alternative other than to pronounce sentence against the merchant. I'll not give in. I only ask that the law allow me to execute the punishment as per the contract. Is he unable to pay you the money? No, he can't pay. I'm offering him here in the court. Indeed, twice the sum. If that's not enough, I'm willing to bound over my pay 10 times over, on the collateral of my hands, my head, my heart. If that's still not enough, then it's not the money that's the issue. It's the desire to murder my friend. Shit! You're right. He wants him dead for some reason. Doctor, I beg you, use your authority to bend the law. Do a small wrong to bring about a great right, and prevent this cruel devil from having his way, or else the whole law will be the accomplice of a murder. It can't be done. There's no power in Venice that can circumvent an established law. It would create a precedent and encourage many other irregularities in the court. It's impossible. Damn. I thought you'll come to deliver justice. The wisdom of this young man is simplicity rare in this world, and I agree with his every word. Later, lender, please. Let me see the contract. Here it is. Most revert to you, Doctor. Here it is. Shylock. Will you not think of it again? They are willing to repay you with more than 3 times the money. No. I have sworn an oath before heaven. Do you want me to burden my soul with perjury? No. Not even for the world of Venice would I give it up. Very well. Then we will pursue as agreed. Fuck, damn. He really wants to kill. The Jew may lawfully claim a pound of flesh to be cut by him from the law merchant's chest. A pound of flesh? What the fuck? But, Mr. Shylock, I advise you one last time. Be merciful. Take 3 times the money. Tell me to tear the contract up. When it's paid according to its terms, you can tear it up. You appear to be a good judge. You know the law. Your interpretation has been very sound. You are indeed a rising star of the legal world. In the name of the law, I ask you to proceed judgment. I don't want a reconciliation or accommodation. I just want to enforce a penalty clause. My desperate heart also asks you to use the sentence to end its suffering. Alright. Well, then this is it. You must prepare your breast for his knife. No! Oh, noble judge, yo, excellent young man. The reason why I produced this sentence is because the contextual punishment does not conflict with the laws of Venice. That's very true. Oh, wise and upright judge, how much older you are than you look? Antonio, uncover your chest. Yes, his chest, near his heart. Here it's written on the contract in black and white. That's right. Are these scales here to weigh the flesh? I have them here. Well, I hope you have a doctor standing by, Shylock, as your expense, to stop this wound in case he bleeds to death. Does it say that in the contract? It's not detailed, but what of that? You'd naturally do that out of charity. Sorry, but I can't find any surgeon nor the obligation to do so. Wow, what an asshole, dude! Then, Merchant Antonio, do you have something to say? Very little. I'm fortified and mentally prepared. Give me your hand, Bassanio. Farewell. Don't grieve that I fall into this state for your sake. Any man who truly loves his friends would do the same. Remember me to your dear wife. Tell her the story of Antonio's death. Tell her how much I loved my friends and how I accepted my debt. Speak well of me, and when the tale has been told, ask her whether Bassanio was once dearly loved by his friend. Ask her that a friend really did die without regrets. Regret only that you will lose your friend. If the Jew cuts deeply enough, I'll pay it immediately, with all my heart. Antonio, I'm married to a woman who is dear to me as life itself, but I don't value life, my wife, in all the world more than I do your wife. Oh, that's a bro. That is a homie right there. Ride or die, my boy. I would give it them all. Yes, sacrifice them all, right here now, to this devil to save you. Your wife wouldn't thank you much for that. Were she here to hear you make you say that? True. Make that offer? No, Rita. Ah, bro character, Bianca. Sorry, my tongue slipped. Yo, she's blushing too. Ha ha ha. It's fine, we can laugh now. We have to train a little bit more later. Having said that, this paragraph is just a witty remark on the story, so everyone can play it as they interpret it. Shall we continue? Alright. Your wife wouldn't thank you much for that. Were she here to hear you make that offer? No, doctor, this was just a metaphor. I'm not saying I would really use my family to... Yes, I also have a wife whom I swear I love. But in this situation, I can't help but come up with some strange ideas. I wish she were in heaven, so she could plead with some higher power to change this Jew's mind. Wow, okay. It's a good thing you're offering that behind her back. Otherwise, you'd have an unsettled household for several days. That's funny. No. Look, it's the good husband for your so-called civilized people. I have a daughter, and I would rather have her marry the son of a pirate than a beast like you. Word wasting time. The sentence, please. Very well. A pound of that merchant's flesh is yours. The court awards it. The law allows it. Most rightful judge. And since you did not accept any of the compromises proposed by the defendant, you must cut his flesh from his breast. The law allows it, and the court awards it. Most learned judge. A good sentence. One moment. Is there something else, Your Honor? There is. This contract doesn't allow you a drop of blood. The words expressively are a pound of flesh, so you can't take the meat, but if in cutting it you shed one drop of his blood, under the laws of Venice, your lands are as good as subject to confiscation to the state of Venice. Oh shit, get him! What? Oh, upright judge. Did you hear that, vampire? This is a truly learned judge. Is that the law? You can see the act for yourself. As you urge justice so strongly, be assured that you will have more justice than you want. Oh, noble judge, most learned judge, a good sentence. Oh, this guy's just mocking him. Well then, I accept the late payment. Just pay back 3 times the amount in the contract. Ha, damn. Take it back just like that, huh? Here's the money. Oh, dude, I love her smirk. Not so fast, friend of the defendant. I have already pronounced the sentence. Since the plaintiff would not accept any of the compromises proposed by the defendant, he has to cut off the beat from the merchant's chest. He can no longer accept any alternative. There's no one who is fairer than you, oh judge! And so, Mr. Shylock, please cut the meat now. Shed no blood and take care to cut off no more and no less than just a pound of flesh. If the scale turns as much as the weight of the hair, you die, and your property is confiscated. Damn. Daniel, come to deliver justice. The wisdom of this young man is simplicity rare in this world, and I agree with his every word. Why are you hesitating? Take your forfeit. Give me my capital back, and let's pretend this never happened. He took it back so fast. I have it ready. Here it is. Friend of the defendant. As I said earlier, he can no longer accept any alternatives. Wouldn't getting my capital back suffice? You'll have nothing but the penalty to be taken at your peril, Shylock. The law has already sentenced the defendant for breaching the contract, and you can't change that fact. Well then, may the devil give him the benefit of it. I won't stay and argue this any longer. Wait, Jew, the law has another hold over you. It is stated in the Venetian law that if it should be proved against any foreigner that he has, by direct or indirect efforts, sought the life of any citizen, the person against which he has conspired is entitled to seize one half of his goods, the other half going to the state coffers. Furthermore, whether the offender lives or dies becomes the subject of the Duke's sole discretion. Kneel, therefore, and beg the Duke for mercy. It might not be too late. Shylock, let me show you the spirit of our civilized people. I already forgave your death sentence before you even asked for it. Regarding half of your wealth, it goes to Antonio. The other half goes to the state. Showing remorse could convert this to a fine. Oh, he lost his own money. No. I don't need your forgiveness. Just take my life as well. When you take my house, you take my means of maintaining it. You take my life when you take away the means to whereby I live. What mercy can you give him, Antonio? If it pleases my lord the Duke and the court not to confiscate one half of his wealth, then I promise. The other half I took over will be transferred to his daughter and the gentleman who eloped with her recently. Wow, so generous. I only have one other condition, that he makes a will here and now in the court, leaving everything he owns at the time of his death to his son-in-law Lorenzo and his daughter. He will do this, or I will draw the pardon that I've just produced. Are you satisfied, Shylock? What do you say? I'm content. Now, yes. Then, clerk, please draw up a will. Could you give me permission to leave the court? I'm not well. Send the will after me and I'll sign it. Go ahead. Oh, bro's just gonna dip. He's gonna run away. Go ahead. I don't think you have the guts to change your mind. Antonio, reward this gentleman because in my opinion, you're just seriously indebted to him. Yes, my lord. Phew, I can finally take a break. Although it may be rude to say this, but the curtain hasn't fallen yet. Is part after this when Bassanio gives his wedding ring to the doctor? Yes, Durandal. No, Bianca-sama. It's alright, I don't mind. Captain, no, director. Isn't there a famous line in one of your other scripts? A name isn't a hand, a foot, and an arm, and a face, or anything like that. What does the name mean? The flower we call a rose would smell just as sweet if we called it by any other name. Haha, having said that, didn't you say the Holy Sword has been recast? Did it protest that you sold its name? Oh, well, no. After all, in the words of the Holy Sword itself, hey, no, you shouldn't continue to use that name. You should continue to use that name. I don't know if people can get used to it once I get back, but I really enjoy being able to claim to be your ancestor, you know? Hahaha, it would have been a lot more lively if it could come back here. That's true. Captain, we will definitely find a way to connect the inversion baseline of this bubble universe to the imaginary tree and completely solve its stability problem. Oh shit, the imaginary tree. When the day that the Holy Sword can unload its burden, I will definitely take it back here to have a look. Haha, then is that a promise? It's a promise. I promise. Alright, everyone, we still have 1/5 left to surprise the world on the broadcast. Come on! My dear sir, my friend, and I have escaped some serious penalties today. As a result of your wisdom, I have the honor of offering you the 3,000 ducats. They were due to the Jew, but you can have it as payment for the trouble you've taken. You two, you must not. All I wanted as a law not to be used in a twisted way. In rescuing you, I've achieved satisfaction, so I regard myself as having been well paid. I've never been interested in money. Please, remember me. When we meet again, good luck, and so, goodbye. Wait, sir! Dear sir, I really must insist. Take a souvenir as something to remember us by, not as a fee. Grant me 2 things. I beg of you, not to say no to me, and to pardon my instance. You're very insistent, and therefore I will concede. Mr. Antonio, let me have your gloves. I will wear them to remember you. Whoa. And Mr. Bassanio, as a token of your goodwill, I will take this ring. Huh? But... No, don't pull your hand away. I won't take anything else. Surely you won't refuse me. But this ring is... Oh no, it's worthless. I wouldn't shame myself by not giving it to you, What is it so embarrassing about it? If you say that, it really makes me want it now. I won't have anything but this ring. Damn. Oh, this ring itself, it's worthless. But it has sentimental value for me, and I can't give it to others. Doctor, I'll advertise for the most expensive ring in Venice and give it to you. But as for this ring, I beg you to pardon me. I see, sir, that you are very free with your offers. You were the one who taught me how to beg, and now it seems you're teaching me how a beggar should be treated. Good sir, my wife gave me this ring, and when she put it on my finger, she made me a promise that I would never sell it or give it away or lose it. That's an excuse many men use to avoid giving gifts. Unless your wife is mad, knowing how well I deserve this ring, she wouldn't hold it against you forever that you gave it to me. Wow, it's been a little... Even if I take it away now, it would not result in the breakdown of your marriage. Well, goodbye and good luck. Please, wait. Let her have the ring, my lord Bassanio. Balance his worthiness and my love with your wife's instruction. Run, Gratanio, catch up with him, give him the ring and bring him to Antonio's house if you can. Yes, I will. Chase them now. Come, Antonio, we will go to your house to celebrate, and we'll both set off to Belmont early tomorrow. And off they go. Damn, the ring. That's crazy. Nerissa has to wait to Shylock's house. Give him this will and make sure he signs it. We'll leave tonight and be home a day before our husbands. Lorenzo will be very pleased with this document. Hi, dear sir. Yes? I'm glad I've caught you. My lord Bassanio has, on second thoughts, sent you this ring and requests your company at dinner. I don't need to eat, but I will take this ring. Thank him for his kindness for me. And one last thing. Please show my youth the way to old Shylock's house. No problem. Sir, I'd like a word. I'll see if I can get my husband's ring, the one I made him swear to keep forever. Oh, wait. Oh, is she the wife? That will be easy. We'll get the old story that they gave the rings to men, but will you be able to contradict them beautifully? But we must not only win, we must take them value their vows even more than before. Off you go, hurry. You know where I'll be waiting. Come, sir. Will you show me to his house? Please, follow me, Mr. Clerk. Or not, I guess. Haha, it's really interesting to have real couples perform this kind of drama. I sympathize with Jamie a little too much. He's too nervous no matter how you look at it. And what about you? Me? Why would I... Hey! What are you trying to imply, director of the Gossip Theater? Did something happen Bakazama? No, nothing. Haha, okay, I was just joking. Those who need to change clothes, hurry up. Let's finish the last act to one try. She's getting a little blush. Yes, director of the theater. Yukimura! She looks good in that outfit. Dude, how long is this play gonna go on for? What a beautiful starry sky on such a night as this, when the sweet wind kissed the trees so gently that they didn't make a sound. It was such a night, I imagine. Hush, listen, there are footsteps. Who's that running around here in the silence of the night? A friend. Yo. Wait, Roland? Friend, neither Lorenzo nor I know you. My name's Stefano, and I've come to tell you that my mistress will be here at Belmont before dawn, and with her she brings good news. What good news? I don't know. The mistress just wanted me to inform you in advance that there will be good news. Get out of the way, I bring news. The ending play kind of long, I feel, and it is. Fuck, it's already 11:20 here. Get out of the way, I bring news. What? Shouldn't you be taking care of my dad at home? Why have you come here to deliver a message? Ah, Jessica, this time I am helping the master's enemy to deliver the message. He will be here tomorrow, and he will bring good news. What good news? I don't know. What is going on? Everyone is being so secretive. But let's all get inside. Since the mistress of this house is coming back, we have to prepare. I don't even understand what this play is about. Is this a real play? Huh? Yo, damn. Rita looks pretty as hell. Huh? Why are there lights in our house? And what is this wonderful music flowing in the wind? Could it be our husbands come back before us? Don't panic, Nerza. You know how good their relationship with Antonio is. They must have been eating and drinking in the city last night. That's the mistress' voice, if I'm not mistaken. He knows me just as the blind man knows the cuckoo by his terrible voice. Dear lady, welcome home. We've been praying that for our husbands' welfare. We hope they'll be back at the sooner because of those prayers. Are they back? Not yet, madame, but there was a messenger who came to announce their imminent arrival, saying they will bring good news. Which they refused to tell me what they were. Well, then they should not be far. Go in, Nerissa. Tell my servants not to say a word about our absence, nor must you, Lorenzo, nor you, Jessica. And about the good news, we will tell you when the time is right. Don't worry, madame, we're not telltales. And listen, it's Mr. Bassanio's trumpet in the distance. That 10 years in the Bubble Universe doesn't equal to 10 years in the real world. The real world probably a few days or weeks. Oh, yeah, true. Time definitely flows by faster than, right? Welcome home, my husband. Thank you, my wife. Thanks to you, we have returned safely. I mean, Durandal only looks a little bit older. She still looks like really young. Let me introduce you formally. This is Antonio, to whom I'm eternally indebted. Good evening, madame. You really are Bassanio. I heard that because of you, he almost lost his life. It was no more than I was prepared to pay. Wait, please, listen to my explanation, Nerissa. By the moon above us, I swear you're wronging me. I promise you, I gave it to the judge's clerk. There's really is nothing. After all, he is just the doctor's companion. A quarrel already? What's the matter? Do you remember what you swore when I gave you that ring? Oh, no. When I gave it to you, you promised me that you'd wear it till you died and that you'd take it to the grave with you. If not for my sake, but because of your behemoth oaths, you should have been more serious and kept it. And now what? He lies saying a boy got his ring. A boy! But if it was a girl, that problem would be bigger, right? What? You still dare make excuses? I swear to God that the doctor and his clerk are our benefactors. He really wanted the ring instead of a fee, and I didn't have the heart to refuse him. Excuse me for coming in so bluntly. Nerissa is your wife. How could you casually give away the first gift your wife gave you? In front of her, you should have tried to keep some face. It was placed within your finger with vows and wedded to your flesh with trust. It was a part of your body like your fingers are. I gave my love a ring and made him promise never to part with it. Oh, little does she know that's exactly what happened too. Actual couple confirmed. I would bet he would never lose it nor take it off his finger for all the world's wealth. Gratiano, you've given your wife to unkind cause for grief, and you should find a way to apologize to her. Quickly. I really should have cut off my left hand when coming home. That way I could swear that I lost the ring while defending it from a robber. Oh no. But Mr. Bassanio also gave his ring to the doctor. No, you narc! You told her! Yeah, China law be very strict about that. They helped us win the lawsuit, but they wouldn't take any money, only... What? What ring did you give him? My love, not the one I gave you, right? If I could make you happy by lying, I would. But you can see the ring is not on my hand, and nothing I say will make you happy. Oh my god. What good is there to be honest now? There is no trace of that in your hypocritical heart. By heaven, I wouldn't come anywhere near your bed until I see that ring on your hand again. No! Sweet Portia. Bro is gonna be perpetually live in the fucking sleep in the couch. Sweet Portia, if you knew who I gave the ring to, it's not a question of who you gave it to. If you had realized the significance of the ring or half the worth of she who gave you the ring, you wouldn't have parted with the ring. What man could be so unreasonable, so insensitive as to insist on taking a ring from someone else's hand? Is he a fool for not having realized the sentimental value of it? I agree with Nerissa. I bet my life that some woman has the ring. No. I swear in my honor, madame, in my soul, I really gave it to the doctor who helped us in court. He refused to take it, 3,000 ducats, and demanded the ring, which I refused him, and let him leave displeased. The man who has saved the life of my dear friend. What can I say, sweet lady? I was forced to send it after him. I was filled with shame and sense of obligation. I couldn't besmirch my honor with such ingratitude. Pardon me, good lady, but if you had been there, I think you would have begged me for the ring to give to the worthy doctor. Don't let that doctor come anywhere near my house. But since he's got the jewel that I loved, and which you swore to keep for my sake, I'll be as generous as you. I won't deny him of any of my possessions. No, not even my body, nor my husband's bed. Yo! Portia, what are you saying? Madame, please, calm down. I'm the unhappy subject of these quarrels. Sir, don't be troubled. We all like you, and you are welcome nonetheless. Portia, forgive me for offending you. Here, with all these friends and witness, I swear to you, even by your lovely eyes in which I see myself. What are you talking about? There's you in my left eye, and there's you in my right eye. Are you going to swear by your hypocritical self? No. Just listen, forgive this fault. I swear by my soul that I'll never break a promise to you. My god, lady, I staked my body for this happiness. Now I offer to be bound again with my soul as the forfeit. With my soul as a forfeit, your husband will never again knowingly break faith with you. Good sir, there is no need for contracts. Instead, you'll be his guarantor. Give this to my husband and tell him to look after it better than the other. Here, Lord Bassanio, swear to keep this ring forever. So you just had another ring? By heaven, this is the one I gave the doctor. I got it from him. Forgive me, Bassanio. The doctor slept with me in return for this ring. Please say psych. Please say psych. They almost got in trouble for Azure Waters. Oh, really? The Hispano with Brony said it was removed for 8 months from their site for a long time and returned around 2021. I had no idea that happened. Yeah, when we read it a couple months ago, it was there. Damn, nah, that's crazy. Damn. Yeah, the Chinese really don't play around with that, huh? And forgive me, my gentle Gratiano, because that same scuffed body, the doctor's clerk, slept with me for this ring as well. No. Please tell me they're lying. What the hell? That's seems like the shock was a little too much. I don't think we should continue to tease you. Okay, so they were lying, thank God. Here's a letter. Read it at your leisure. It comes from Pardua from Bellario. In it, you will discover that Portia was a doctor and Nerissa there her clerk. Lorenzo here will tell you that I set out immediately after you and have just returned. I haven't even been inside yet. Antonio, you are welcome, and I have even better news for you than also, they are the same. Okay. So she was just playing as the doc. Okay, that makes sense. And I have even better news for you than you expect. Huh. Yep, Portia was the doctor and Nerissa was a clerk. So they were just, interesting. Open this letter soon. So that's why she asked for the ring. Open this letter soon. You'll find that the 3 of you ships returned to the harbor richly landed. You must never have expected the letter to come from me. I'm speechless. So, were you the doctor and I couldn't tell? Most men have no experience with cross-dressing, so it's normal for you to not have realized. Let us leave out the questions behind. Sweet doctor, you will be my bed partner tonight. Damn, yo, let's get it. And when I'm away, you can sleep with my wife. Ha! Or something like that. Alas, Bassanio, you suddenly learned to sweet talk. I think if you ever became a judge, you would be more talkative than the doctor. By the way, Lorenzo, what's the matter, madame? This good news is for you. Here's a document signed by your rich father-in-law. Not only will he now give you half of his wealth for you and Jessica, but after his death, all his inheritance will go to you. That's incredible. Madame, you are an angel who spreads happiness. It's almost morning, but I'm sure there's more that you want to know about these events. Let's go in. You can interrogate us there and we'll tell you everything you want to know. There's only 2 hours until daylight. It's better to go to sleep and wait until the afternoon to celebrate our entire adventure together. Is that alright, my sweet doctor? Sheesh, right? What is even happening anymore? Yeah, it's so long. And I'm barely seeing. I think I understand. I actually skipped this ending point. Really? I don't blame you. It's going on for a little too long. But I'm enjoying playing the parts though, I won't lie. Phew, I didn't expect that the last scene would be the most tiring part. Hey yo, was this the last scene though? It's ending, right? Is that so? I thought Bianca-sama would definitely enjoy it. Where would I... What would make me happy in that scene? Oh, come on, Bianca, you know what would. Because the point of the story was done. Yeah, true. I don't see what the point of this play is. You don't know? She doesn't know. Sweet doctor, you will be my bed partner for tonight. And when I'm away, you can sleep with my wife. Damn, yo! Rita got the riz. Hey! Oh, that's it? That's it? It just ends like that? Damn. Oh, shit. I didn't know she had a game like that. Damn, Rita. Also, ugh. I'm sorry about that. My, what do you call it? I forgot the name of it. But when you're like voices that thing. But wow, I didn't know she has a 7-star B info. No, it hasn't. I'm so mad at, well, not really. I'm so disappointed that I think they only have like chapter 1 to 2 translated so far. But yeah, not the whole of it hasn't been translated yet. But damn, yo, that was good. You know what? That finishing play was long, but it was actually pretty good. I was having a lot of fun reading it. I don't know if you guys could tell. Yeah, I want to read it so bad. Also, what does it say? Will it translate it for me? I don't think it will. Wait, actually, I could put it on Google Lens. Because the Seven Swords novel is basically from what I heard, it's basically the her, what does it call them? Her when her people betrayed her, right? Or fuck, what are the names of them? "500 years after." Oh, so it's after the betrayal. I thought it was during it. Damn, I was wrong. Oh, I could just do it on my phone actually. I forgot. the translation. It's probably just a I thank you for reading type of stuff. Let's see. The origin story of the two warrior gods, Durandal, ends here, and one day in the future we may also cross the tree of imaginary numbers and embrace the endless unknown world. Stay tuned. Interesting. It is, well, during and after, because you meet another important character. Oh. Man, yeah, I want to read it so bad, but they haven't finished the translation. But this is the guide that we've been using, and they have the novel here. It's also on phase 2. Should be right here on Act 5. Where is it? Wait, was it here? Yeah, here it is. 7 Swords visual novel. Very currently unavailable. The visual novel itself is not actually complete, and it cuts off after Act 3's prologue. It's unknown whether Mikoya plans to continue, however, content's a part of the story. At the time of writing this, Abyss Labs is making a playable translation, but has not yet caught up. You can find it with the button. The links will send you to the YouTube channel with the subtitle translations of all the events available chapters. So the Abyss Lab, which is basically the same people that translated this one, are still working on it. But if I remember correctly, they are only a couple chapters in. My favorite character is Cele and Beliona. I know it's not her name, but we could call her for a long time. Yeah, that's what I call her too, Beliona. Because why would you call her any other way? I want to read it so bad, but I think... Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, only the prologue and then the first part is translated. The rest is still in... The rest is still in Japanese and Chinese. Hopefully, true. Yeah, Fate Extra just got finished translating. That's crazy. I want to read it so at some point too. But wow. I wonder if Google Translate can at least do some... Google Translate could probably make a super broken version of it. Girl. However, the girl did not have that common sense, and neither did her teacher, who was born with little emotion. The eyes are no longer watchful eyes, they move slowly, hunting eyes. I have not. Yeah, you're right. That is actually the next thing after. After chapter 25 is Elysium Realm. Yeah, I missed out of a lot of crystals for not playing it, but I had to do it. I had to do it for the immersion, you know. Yeah, basically, yeah, because the next, yeah, phase 3 starts with Elysium Realm. Or after reading this manga. There it is. Yar, play chapter 1 and 2 before chapter 28. Chapter 1 and 2 before 28. I think that's how the guide has it too. It's chapter 2 right here, yeah. See, it's chapter 1, and then it's chapter 25 EX, and then it's chapter 2. Essential into collection loss and turn your 100% chapter completion and max out your remember special as far as you can before moving on. Mobislav. I remember Mobislav, that was sad. And then chapter 26, chapter 27, chapter 28, yeah. So yeah, so the guide does have us play chapters 1 and 2 before chapter 28. I don't want to go too much because I might get spoiled. Ooh, and then AFO 2. After how long? After what chapter? After chapter 28. Act. There's 4 acts to this? God damn. Because chapter 3 released after 28. Oh. I think that's how they have it here. Let's say they have AFO part 2 before Starfall, and then they have chapter 3. And then chapter 29. AFO takes place events, takes place part 1, kind of play when you can. Oh yeah. Yeah, we did already play through chapter 1 of AFO. So we know all that storyline, fortunately. AFO 2 came out after 25. We'll probably just keep doing it how the guide has us do it for now. But here we are, finally. We finally completed everything Phase 2 has to offer. And we're here. Wait, where'd it go? Oh. And we're here at chapter 25. Right? Wait, yeah. Set tomorrow ablaze. Fuck, I'm so excited. Oh man, I'm so excited. And then the week after that, we'll watch the concert. It's gonna be another good night. If we watch the concert and then we watch all these other videos and we finish early, we'll probably start the event that same day. Because the concert's only like an hour, right? So yeah, also on Saturday, I think once again I'm gonna try to go to Dallas, but this time in the morning. I'm not doing that afternoon stuff, so I'm gonna try to go in the morning, and to finally go to the Pelicana chicken. Hopefully, I'm gonna call beforehand, like the night before, to see if they actually have the stuff, because I'm not doing another 3-hour drive to Dallas and to find out they ain't got shit. But hopefully they do, because if they don't, then I guess I'm just gonna miss out on the collab, unfortunately. The standees are basically out of stock at this point. Damn, that sucks. Damn, oh well. I mean, what can you do? It'd be like that. But the tickets and badges should be fine. I really wanted the standees, but I remember they were saying that it's really going to be only for like the first week or two that they're going to have them in stock, something like that. First come, first serve type of thing. Oh well. That's what happens when they when the stuff is 3 hours away. At least I can experience it, because like most of the country doesn't have anyone anywhere near them. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan for Saturday. And if possible, on Sunday we gotta get playing Zenless on Zero again. I don't know. They haven't announced an end date for the beta yet, but we're like, we're so behind on it. We really gotta get through it. So hopefully Sunday, if I'm not too busy, Sunday afternoon, we could play it. And yeah, it's about to be 12. I still gotta work tomorrow at 7 a.m. So I should probably get some sleep. So I won't be too tired. Again, it was a good ass visual novel. Honestly, I'm so glad I read it. I don't know if I like it more than the anti-entropy one. The anti-entropy one, that one hit hard. This one was like epic, like really epic. The anti-entropy one, man, that one had me in tears at the end. But alright, enough. I do gotta go to bed. Again, Koga, Firaga, welcome aboard. I can't wait to experience more of this story. So, Mohoyu makes great Honkai Impact 3rd. Yeah, I love Honkai Impact 3rd so much, man. But Genshin lacking. Story-wise, I heard Fontaine was really good. Like it was like peak Genshin gameplay, Genshin story. But I'm behind on it. But one day I'll experience it. One day I will experience it. Some other cry by so long again. Don't tell me that. Also, welcome Heise. How's it going? Oh, he came right at the end. We're about to finish. We just finished reading the Durandal visual novel. I will admit, yeah, that's what I really want to read Fontaine. But I have to finish Zumeru first. And I have to actually log in Genshin Impact. Because it's just hard for me to like actually play it. Best story Genshin so far without dropping the ball. How do you find it? I actually have a link on the description. It should be the first link that I have on the description. It'll show you it'll take you straight to this website where you can read the visual novel. It was basically the Durandal backstory, kind of. Mihoyo Hoyu site. But this one doesn't have the... Yeah, no problem, Heise, no problem. Whoops. Yeah, really good. Highly recommend reading it if you love Honkai and you want to get like deeper into the lore. Highly recommend it. Such a good read. The last, not the play. The play was funny. I like the play, but the chapters before that, ooh, peak. Like, ooh, so many plot twists happened. Oh man. Oh my god. I love Second Eruption so much. Dude, I read Second Eruption last year on stream, man. That shit had me crying at the end too. Oh man. Those were some peak. That's peak writing on the manga side. I think we read it also on like 4 different streams because it's so long. But it's so good. And I like how chapter 24, we were playing through it. It basically, yeah, I love Siren so much. Like, yeah, she did some terrible things, but come on, can you blame her? I mean, come on. She was treated like shit. And she was a child. Like, she was just being a little silly, you know? Poor Siren. She deserves more. But yeah, I like how chapter 24, towards the end of it, was like... Nah, she killed Himeko. Don't remind me. I miss Himeko so much. that I cannot forgive her for Himeko, but I still love her. But I can't forgive her for that. But yeah, like I was saying, I love how chapter 24 was basically tying into like the second eruption manga. Was basically like retelling it. Yeah, she was 12 years old. She was a baby. She was a baby. She had no sense of right and wrong. Man, I can't wait to. Oh, the story's peak. The story's peak. I love Honkai so much. All previous era stuff. Isn't like a lot of the Elysium realm takes place in like deals with a lot of that, right? Because we've been learning things here and there about it, especially in the manga. Let's see if I go to the poor Siren, dude. Whenever Cecilia was like showing her how to be like was giving her all that love, man, that hurt. That hit me right here. Man, I miss Cecilia too. Yeah, on that manga, we actually have basically read most of it. Actually, most of it, about all of it, really. Here, let's go. Second Keys dives into. Yeah, we did read that. We basically already have streamed most of the manga. We read Ellen Palatinus. That's one of the first mangas that we read. Second Eruption, we read it. Silver Waters, we read it. These ones we did not read, these two, only because when I started streaming the Honkai story, I started already on chapter 3. Because I had played the other chapters years ago before I got back into playing it. So these two, unfortunately, I had read them beforehand. We read this one on stream. We read this one on stream. Moonshadow was good. World Serpent. London Holiday was recent too. It was earlier in the year. Second Key was very recent as well. And Alien Space was also like super recent. The rest of these we have, since they're not like, well, Springfest. We read Springfest. Divine Key is one we even read. Blade of Empyrean we read. This one we read too. When we were playing the event. It was a fun one. I've heard so many things about GGC. I wish you could still play it here. Cause I low-key do wish I could play it. Kiana plays Honkai. Oh, we gotta read that. Actually, when we do our watch party, we should just read all the manga that are not canon that we haven't read yet. Like this one? Yeah, I've read it. We can read it. I don't think we read the Elf one. We could read that one. Gemini Animations, we can read it. Cooking with Bakeries. And whatever this one is. It's so funny, yeah. I want to read it. Maybe we could read it next Saturday. For sure. I started GGC a week before the server shut down. Aw, man. Man, that's gotta hurt. So apparently the Facebook profile for the Global GGC randomly made an announcement on their page. Oh, really? The global one on Facebook, of all places? No, that's so funny. I really wish. And the person that ran their messenger account also was live, really? What was even the announcement for? God, let me send you text to them. That's pretty funny. But also, They just teased people. They're wishing for a comeback. I don't think it's ever gonna come back. It's they're in too deep. It was supposed to be lmao. Oh, I heard Sin actually has like a role in GGZ, unlike Honkai Impact, that she's basically like a background character. Because like I see people like really liking her, when in Honkai Impact she's kind of like a terrible person, to say the least. Bronya Sanjik over Bronya Rand. GGC lmao team goes hard. Dude, a lot of the GGC themes go so hard. Like, I use a lot of them like for my loading screens because they're just so good. Dude, the GGC music might be like a little bit above Honkai Impact, maybe. They're like up there with each other. And then, yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, let me know. I'll check it out on Discord for sure. But holy shit, okay, for real guys. It's about to be midnight and I gotta be at work at 7 a.m. which means I gotta wake up in 6 hours. So, once again, thank you so much for being here. Not this, BN was peak. BN was peak. And hopefully I see you guys in the future story streams. Don't forget, Saturday. It's almost 1 p.m. Oh shit, nice. Get some Z's. Yeah. That's what I will do. So hopefully I'll see you guys Saturday. If not, some other time. But for chapter 25, remember, bring your tissues. I might bring some alcohol just to get in the mood. But no, I'm just kidding. Or am I? But anyways, I'll be seeing y'all. Gotta get some sleep. Because I only got like 5 hours last night. So it was a bit rough. But thank you guys so much. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Good night. Good night, Furaga, Koga, Heis. Sorry, I said it wrong first.